You're supposed to
Oh, so last week you attended a service of at the first church and witnessed. I believe was it? Yeah. So you witnessed the snake handling for the first time, and Mortimer, and his son stepped up to the front to take the test, to test their faith with the snakes. Mortimer managed to successfully handle the snakes. Unfortunately, his son, who panicked, was more than a little nervous, was bitten and almost died. But you got a double bonus. You got to witness Reverend Cornfield performing a miracle, apparently saving Lloyd's life. I'm gonna check his name. So I'm sure Lloyd. It is Lloyd.
It is
right.
Lloyd. Which is confusing because I keep thinking you're talking about Lloyd.
Lloyd, yeah. I confused myself about that as well. So you witnessed a Reverend Cornfield performing a miracle in front of the congregation, if you believe it. And I think there was some doubt as to whether it actually did or not. And meanwhile, Alfie and Karina were trying to literally diffuse a situation around the back of the hardware store where Gregory Shaw and his new love interest, it's Sally. Is it Sally?
Yeah, I had it.
Sally.
You want me to get my notes back out?
It is now.
It's Sally. I'm going to say it's Sally.
I think that's a good.
Susie. That's it.
Yeah.
Susie. That was close. So yeah.
Susie Gregory.
No, it might be Susie Gregory, but not yet.
Oh yeah.
It's
Susie
Shaw.
and Gregory.
Susie Schaumbaum.
Schaumbaum. Oh, we should have said that. You just know we were going to do that.
Schaumbaum.
Yeah, Schaumbaum could soon be Shaw.
Yes. Who knows? Because they were threatening to burn down the church, essentially. Although possibly Gregory was being maybe egged on by Susie a bit. She was certainly more vocal about the whole idea, but certainly more committed to it. But at least they weren't going to burn it down while anybody was in there. So their intention was to burn down the church with the hopes of it sending a message to Reverend Cornfield, and that somehow that would convince him to leave town. Not quite sure how that logic works, but that's certainly their thinking. And meanwhile, back at the church, of course, the friendly kleptomaniac.
Oh God!
Was dipping pockets at the back of the church, and got his collar felt by the sheriff, who whisked him off back to his jail, to the jail at the sheriff's office, and promptly beat the living crap out of him. Beat him within almost an inch of his life. Nice Southern justice.
Yeah, it's how they deal with thieves in this town.
Yeah.
It was a racist assault because I'm Italian American or Irish American, take your pick.
So I think everybody eventually met up at the Dayhead Saloon, discussing various plans of what happened. And I think jumping forward, you went to the evening. Was it the evening or was it the next day? I think it was the evening, wasn't it? Or the next day. Well, you attended another service of Dr. Cornfield after learning. Yes, it was the next day. So after learning from Mortimer that the Reverend had invited him and his son to accompany him on a pilgrimage to the desert. So the next day you attended another service at the church, and once again, snakes were brought out, and the Reverend asked if anybody wanted to test their faith.
And nobody was that stupid. They were saying,
No, nobody that stupid.
No, but nobody was. Oh, yes, there was.
The Reverend asked, "Would you like to touch my snake?"
It's not stupidity. I'm clinically insane. You just don't know that. Thank you.
And Karina stepped up.
I did, yeah.
Mad woman.
It makes sense. But yeah.
To cleanse herself of her sins and test her faith. And so Reverend Cornfield reached into the box, pulled out a couple of rattlesnakes which promptly curled around his arms, and then held them out for Karina to take hold of. So, can you give me a look roll, Karina?
Look roll.
Good luck.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Right.
Oh.
So without hesitation, these two large rattlesnakes slither forward and promptly curl themselves all the way up Karina's forearms. But they don't stop there. They slither up her arms and round and curl, almost nuzzling against her neck. And even the Reverend is briefly taken aback. The look on his for just a split second, you note a look of surprise. Till he regains his composure and throws his hands to the heavens and hallelujah, praise the Lord. And with that, the congregation answers in kind, and the service comes to a conclusion with another rousing hymn. Before the congregation once more files out of the church, the Reverend wishing everybody giving everybody well wishes and shaking hands, exchanging small talk. And what are you fine people doing? Are you just exiting the church with the first of the people, hanging around, or just?
Oh. Well, I'm going to wait for Karina. I mean,
I'm just having a cuddle now, you know.
Is she still cuddling the snake? They've not snakes.
Yeah. So the snakes will probably be. The Reverend will have taken the snakes back.
Do they get a little bit antsy when the Reverend tries to take them off, Karina?
They're perhaps slightly reluctant.
Oh,
Friends.
actually, I can't say that. I don't think Alfie's there, is he?
I think you're all there. Yeah, you're all there. Yeah, everybody's attended this morning's service.
Oh, okay.
I believe so.
They
At
must
least
have
that's how I
fed the
remember it.
snakes something different today. That's how they control them. They put like mind-altering drugs in the snake food. That's how he controls them and makes sure that they don't bite people, obviously.
Oh, they just know that we're all snake people.
That's what I was thinking. It likes her because she's one of them.
We've all
Don't
got
be
snake
not-
DNA stuff in us now.
Everybody except Randy.
Yeah, except Randy.
Snake DNA.
Randy, you go up and have them. You should have gone up. And then if it bit you and killed you, we would have known then.
Is that what?
Not very
sacrificing
nice
in
and
the name of
compassionate, that
science
is it.
all
That's the-
about? I don't want any of that.
How is Karina looking while all this is going on, actually?
Dope as fuck.
Oh,
Is she looking a little bit less mad to anybody?
Is,
She has this glow about her. It's angelic.
I'm looking to see whether the Reverend is going to approach her now, because I wonder if he might offer the. Is he speaking to her, or is he just wandered off?
Sure, she
he's
gets
kinda-
the pilgrimage now, eh?
So he's kind of just seeing meet and greeting, or rather meeting and bye-bying people as they leave the church. But like I say, so are you hanging back then?
I grab
Yeah.
Karina's arm. It is snakeless now, the arm, isn't it?
It is snakeless, yes.
Yeah,
Snakes
okay.
have been returned to the box and removed from the building.
Well, as snakeless as a hybrid snake person can get.
Karina, why
Hey,
did you
no.
do that?
Are you crazy?
Come on, outside.
We needed. I mean, somebody needed to go up there.
Why?
That's the whole point of this. It's rather. I mean, did you not? But they're not going to hurt us, are they?
Well, we didn't know that.
You're
What's
You're
that perfume
integrating
you're wearing?
Snake poop.
You just
Odor
didn't.
reptile.
It's, you could have been bitten, and
No, like, in a more hushed tone, it's like, it's part of our DNA. It's.
But we've not confirmed that, and you could have been bitten, and he might not have saved you because we knew, and he's a bit. I think he's a bit suspicious of us. Right, let's leave this church now. Oh wait, actually, maybe he might offer to take you on the pilgrim.
Oh, good point.
Well, that was kind of the thing, wasn't it? Because we were going to get Randall to do
Randy
this.
was gonna go, yeah. Well, he loves Randy.
Yeah.
Though. I think
I don't
Randy
have
still is.
anything.
Yeah.
I don't know
Miss Montoya!
Oh
It
God.
was so good of you. I was so pleased to see you step up and take the challenge. Test your faith.
It certainly is an interesting.
You must be truly devoid of sin for the snakes to show you such a blessing. And you are blessed. I sense that now. You are blessed. You are one of the blessed.
I'm good with snakes. It's just a talent.
She's a
It is
snitch.
clearly destiny that has led you here to me.
Certainly something. Yes.
And I believe your path will follow me out into the desert if you will join me.
Nice work, Karina.
On our
Um,
pilgrimage into the wasteland.
Is that invitation extended to all of us, Reverend?
Turns
Or only the
Ah.
chosen few?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Monroe. I only extend this special invitation to those who are blessed of our Lord.
I mean,
Clutches
is-
crucifix tightly.
it sounds like such a grand honor. But I must confess, I'm not fully versed in what pilgrimage is, or what that would mean. Obviously, I'm not as versed in such worldly affairs, shall I say?
We shall take a holy journey. We shall make a holy journey out into the desert, where we shall find enlightenment, just as I found enlightenment after wandering the desert for 40 days, 40 nights.
Oh,
Just like the
dehydration and
Lord.
exposure will do that to you, won't it?
Indeed. And Mr. Monroe, it nearly killed me. It nearly was the end of me. But
Right.
the Lord reached out, touched me. And the Lord will reach out and touch you too, Karina Montoya. Should you choose to join us. The choice is yours. There's no pressure.
It would certainly be an honor. This is a new frontier for me, being so privileged in this
Indeed.
faith.
You shall be reborn.
Do we go now?
You shall receive the true blessing of the Lord.
True blessing. I mean, the blessing just not that he accepts, and we are here. Are we not?
What about the boy, Reverend? Does he get to go on the pilgrimage too? I mean, he failed the test, right?
Lloyd has not received the blessing of the Lord. It is enough that he still lives, despite the judgment that was passed upon the boy, and he was seen wanting.
He was what, 10 years old, right?
I believe so.
And yet he's a sinner.
Aren't we all? Aren't we born sinners, Mr. Monroe?
Then why don't we all fail the test?
This is a good question. Perhaps in some of us, the light of our soul shines brighter, clearer than others. They are prepared to accept and let the Lord in. You must give yourself without question.
You're so sure that it's God that came to you.
It was the Lord. Maybe one day you will see this. You will come to appreciate.
How did he appear to you? Burning bush, was it?
It was a bright light. Bright, all-consuming light that filled my body, my soul, lifted me up. But you will come to know this light, this love. Sure. So, Miss Montoya.
Yes, Reverend.
Daybreak tomorrow here at the church. And we shall set out on this pilgrimage of faith.
Okay. What equipment do you suggest? What kind of?
You need nothing but your faith, Miss Montoya. Nothing at all. The hardship is a test in and of itself.
And is this pilgrimage the same? Are we following in your footsteps as with pilgrimage, or are you guiding us through it
I shall be your guide. All shall become clear.
Okay.
You have nothing to fear so long as your faith remains strong.
Why does she need a guide? You didn't.
So, Mr. Monroe, so the faithful, those that would receive the Lord's blessing, they do not have to endure the full length of time that it took before the Lord came to me. No, they have no need to endure that torment and the great hardship of spending 40 days alone in the desert. I have been sent as a guide and a messenger, and I will lead them to salvation. But there are preparations to be made, so I must say farewell for now. And he kind of ushers you out of the church.
Thank you.
I really don't like him.
I do have my doubts and I have my concerns. I mean, he described being engulfed in this all-consuming light and then floating through the air and being uplifted. I had a dream about that happening to me once, and when the dream ended, I wasn't able to sit for a week. I don't know what happened.
Saw it coming, Jake, but
Communion hasn't been invented yet. Actually, communion has, but Whitley Strieber hasn't.
aliens are invented, though.
I have no idea. Maybe he was born. I don't know. I don't know when he was born. Anyway, I digress.
So, Karina, are you gonna? I mean, we'll still follow you too. We hope. Maybe you could leave breadcrumbs along the way.
I'm concerned for her safety. I feel that the people that go are not the people that come back.
I like how we were all
Worried about that for you. as well.
we're all
pretty
going.
sure
Randall,
that
you go. Randall, you
people that
go. And as
go
soon as
are-
Trainer, it's like, ooh.
We're all worried, yeah.
I'm very sure
So
that
it's
the people
that
who
well.
go are the serpents who come back.
I said that the last time.
Oh, good.
No, I mean about not wanting you to go because you're the back.
Mm.
What if they get out there and he tries to turn her into a snake person and realizes she's already a snake person?
But she
oh
goes-
God, obviously.
The only condition of going is that we follow and that we don't allow this ceremony to happen.
There's no goddamn ceremony.
And we kill him.
They're just going to kill him and then use her skin and make a snake person.
I don't
I
think
think-
that's what's happening either.
We
No.
take him out into the desert and we execute him and bury him in the sand. Like, he's bad news.
Yeah, I don't think it's that. I mean,
So what
he's
do you think
obviously.
is happening?
Well,
It's-
there's something out there which is turning people into these hybrids. Like
I
this.
It's more like
He's a
brainwashing, I
stepping
think.
stone in this race trying to integrate to take over. He's instrumental, like I said earlier. Like, it starts with religions and cults, and then it's the politicians and they get into governments, and then it's the big business. And this is how they take over the world. That's how they do it. It starts with religious people. I think this guy's really dangerous.
I don't know what bad has ever come from religion before in this world.
Yeah, I can't think of anything actually. Nothing comes to mind.
I mean, I am concerned about Karina. I am concerned about what happens at this pilgrimage, but I think this may be the place that we gather the evidence that Jamie keeps talking about, and I think it's more than just bringing eggs back and trying not to crack them on the way because they're delicate.
We still need to get the
precious and
eggs.
stuff.
I want to take this guy out into
You
the desert
can.
and garrot him. To be honest.
Maybe if you take the baby would be easier to travel with.
Do not take the mutant baby.
Where the hell did that come from, Randall?
Oh, some dark space, I guess. inside my-
yeah.
I'm just trying
A
to
lot of
think,
things come from
eggs
Randy.
are kind of hard to... You know what? Maybe we go into the desert and we find evidence that won't creep people out if we take it and bring it back to Caduceus from there.
And we kill the Reverend.
You know,
We are supposed to be doing this subtly. We're just gathering evidence. We're here to gather evidence to take it back to them.
but this is really bad stuff. Look at the kid jumping around the logging yard like that. I mean, it's not normal. It's not human in any case.
I mean, to be fair, I think he got off lightly, Randall.
That man-
Yeah, I think that's his, I think the mutant baby and the snake eggs are.
The snake
the
eggs are
skin
concerned.
woman.
The mutant baby we didn't see. We just surmise. But
Yeah.
We still need to get back and see that baby.
Why?
Maybe we could.
So-
Why
so
do
it's
we
not
need
brother.
to?
because
It might
we've
just be a
never
normal
seen
baby.
an ugly baby
and if
before,
it is-
really.
You know it's not going to be a normal baby. Jamie, come on now. You know this as well as we do. That is not going to be a normal baby.
No.
But
I don't want to see
Sure.
what that baby looks like. Somebody else can see that. I'll take care of the Reverend.
so,
Which is,
Karina, you're going to go?
I'm more than happy to go on this.
I'm
mean,
I'm
I
not
think-
letting you out of my sight.
Well, try to contain your happiness because it's showing too hard.
I
Mm-hmm.
think this is just shown that there might not be as much risk as you guys are worried about right now. as you say, we need to find out what is happening to these people, and I think it's pretty evident that we might be at less of a risk.
I think
I mean, I
certainly
think
if
just
you
proving
have the
that.
Reverend's trust from your, ability to charm snakes, you snake charmer, I think that would go a long way for him to trust us as well. And if we do like the snake and slither as we try to follow you, we'll be less likely to be noticed. If you could leave marks that we can follow you at a distance from without being evident, that would allow us to be hugely more successful in actually following you than actually being in line of sight.
She throws a trail of salami slices for Vinny.
I have an idea.
Mm.
Let's all go to the shed and see what the do when we're all there.
I think the shed's all locked up.
We could
So,
pick a
you wanna
lock.
play with the snakes.
Yeah, that sounds like we get to pick a lock and stuff. That sounds like fun to me.
But I'm just thinking, it's like we can see the snakes try and bite us, and then, well, maybe not, because then they'll bite Randy.
You go
It's
first.
not the best plan.
Yeah, I mean, what if they actually do bite us as well? I mean,
Yeah, are you going?
Yeah.
Are you going first, Jamie?
There is always a risk.
Well, no,
but you
but we can get Karina to hold them because we know that they love Karina. She can hold them, and if they go to bite us, obviously she'd be holding them, pull them back.
What if Randy was right? What if they are more on some kind of drugs and then they're not when we go and get them? And she's just going to get eaten.
Well,
and what does
you
it prove? And what does it prove?
We didn't really search the Reverend's house well enough because I'm sure he must have anti-venom there somewhere. I mean, or maybe in the church. I mean, there
In the
has
church.
to be
We'll keep it in the church because that's where he does
anti-venom,
the parlor trick.
I mean, yeah, it's got to be somewhere. But then again,
I don't think that's
it might
important.
be
I think it's
something
just a parlor
else.
trick. I think the snakes in the church thing is not important.
No.
I think it's obvious why the snakes didn't bite Karina, from what we know.
Okay, take that as given then.
I think so. But
So,
it's not smart. Vinny might not be actually.
are we going to? Are you going to go, Karina, tomorrow? We'll follow from a distance.
Yeah.
I'm not letting her out of sight.
This was the plan all along, but now I think this way, because we actually have an invitation, we might be able to see it all the way through.
I mean, the good thing is, of course, is that we have the best tracker here.
Exactly. We would have been struggling to follow Randy because we're not a tracker. He's the tracker.
I was talking about me.
Oh,
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'm the diplomat.
don't laugh. There are a lot of species that are extinct today because I took a wrong turn.
So, guys, what are you doing? I take it.
What time is it?
You'll be wandering down the street. The time is about 11:15 in the morning. Sunday
It's
morning.
tomorrow morning, sunrise, just to go.
Yeah.
I've got a whole day.
I mean, he's not told. I mean, I guess you don't need to take anything with you. He's gonna.
Aye. She's taking a bulletproof vest, 2 guns.
No, I mean, there must be. I mean, I think what we have to do is we have to gather up some small rocks that we could paint white, and every now and then you just let one drop, from this hole in the pocket in your pants, and you just shake it out like every now and then, and we're gonna have small pebbles that we'll be able to follow, that are colored specifically.
The only problem with that is we don't know how far we've got to go.
M&M's, Skittles, are they invented in the 1930s?
Probably not.
No.
They'll melt.
I bet they were. I bet M&M's have been around since the 1930s.
But yeah, they probably did.
Yeah.
Even if they probably did, most definitely melt.
And they probably didn't melt because they were full of crap, right?
There must be
Well,
something
but
like that.
you are
Yeah.
going through the desert. I'm assuming that there will be impressions in the sand from 4 people walking. I mean, it makes sense. We'll be able to follow that pretty easy.
I think the dropping something idea is better, but it just needs to be smaller than pebbles because you don't know how far she's going to go. So, like, something really small. Salt. I don't know. Or it's just a different color from sand.
No, wasn't there a dog around here that we found?
You wanted to leave a dog behind?
No,
Every people.
no. But I'm thinking if Karina drinks a lot the night before and then has to urinate frequently on the trail, we can have the dogs sniff it out. No, it's very powerful. I've gone hunting like that. I mean, it's.
Who are you hunting?
That's going to be a hard pass from me.
Things that urinate.
Where did dogs come from?
A dog. Wasn't there a dog in town?
What makes you think you can hunt a human female like this, Randy? Not a human female. It's not how it works.
Yeah. How did you meet your wife again?
I met her on there was trees, there was some tinder around.
Got her in a bear trap.
That would explain the communications difficulty, come to think of it. And the excess hair. And the irritable in-laws. My life makes sense.
Okay.
Was there anyone else who wanted to go and see? Was it the barber's wife or
Barber's wife was the woman that was running.
the one that was licking the window?
Eating
Oh,
flies.
yeah.
Well, she was eating flies, yeah.
Yeah, but we'd have to draw attention to that, and that we notice it and we think it's different, and I think that's a problem. Pointing out that that's weird.
But is it though? Because they must know that it's fucking weird, and they can't expect people not to notice that it's weird.
Yeah, that's that whole. And just be glad that I've got my wife back, despite the fact that she's clearly a little strange now.
Yeah.
I think though, actually, to prepare Karina, I would like to go to the hardware store and see if I could find a compass there, because if she does have to try to escape, or if she is left to her own devices, I want her to be able to navigate back to us. And I would be fearful of her to be alone in the desert if she has to run away at night or something, and not have a way to find us or find her way back to here. So could we buy a compass?
What are you worried about there, Randall? That's the whole point. She's got to be out in the desert.
I know, but it's a
Dehydrating and
dangerous
starving.
place. There are snakes and stuff out there. She could get bit.
Really not. Okay.
I'm all concerned because Vincent is bringing up a great point. How many rocks do we need for her to have to space them out a couple of 100 yards each?
I mean, that's going to be that could be a lot of rocks. I mean, he was out there for 40 days and 40 nights, right?
More like grains of rice or cornflakes or kernels of corn.
You got any idea? I mean, isn't there some kind of saying about finding grains of rice in a desert or something like that?
In a desert? Or what are we supposed to do? Follow popcorn?
I mean, it depends how far.
Just drag your heels.
Yeah, look.
What type of desert are we actually dealing with?
Sandy.
Yes.
Sandy Randall.
Oh, you said Sandy. I thought you said Randy. I'm sorry.
Sandy. Oh, I like it. Sandy Ravage. I like it. That's Randall Savage's porn name, by the way.
A Sandy Rabbit sounds brutal but fun, yeah.
Yeah, I did actually have some Sandy Ravage on my back after one of my trips.
What do you mean today? Is it like this? Is it like a long desert, or is it like?
No, it's not like cliche. It's not like cliche desert. It's it's kind of rocky. It's
American
rocky and
rocks and yeah.
I mean, it was.
I mean, it is Dust Bowl.
Originally, originally it was quite green. But yeah, it's
actually, what if we actually find Karina a nameless horse This way she could escape really
On a
easily.
horse with no name. Yeah.
Did
Look,
we ever get to see the blacksmith? Well, we're going to go and chat with the blacksmith.
Thought he would have been too young for the reference, but it's in a graphic.
That is something you had discussed. Because you tried to talk the blacksmith into letting you speak to his wife, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Mm. Or actually speak to the blacksmith. Did the blacksmith come to the pub?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so.
You were speaking to the blacksmith at the pub, at the saloon, the Deerhead Saloon.
If I remember correctly, Vinny and Jamie got drunk actually because Vinny was pissed off.
Yeah, and hurting.
He had his tail between his legs, so he got lost in the.
I mean, we're worrying about Karina leaving some kind of trail behind, but we literally have a guy that hunts things here. We don't need anything else. Anything that's going to arouse suspicion.
Yeah. I think you're right. I think we can trust in Randy's skill.
But still, I mean, it might not be a bad idea to ask people that we trust in the area if there are any landmarks in the desert, if there are any ruins, if there's we might already be able to find out where she's going ahead of time without even needing to track her, based on other people that have lived here, have been around the desert and know these places or have done hunting. They might say, oh, there's a well, there's an oasis, there's a, discarded ancient ruins of a temple, funny native American symbols painted on a rock or carved somewhere.
Yeah,
fossils,
half men, half snake village type thing. Yeah.
All I know is I'm not letting her out.
Are you talking about a Beastie Boy?
Beastie Boys are not.
What are you accusing me of? Right.
I mean, it's just an idea to see if any of the locals do know of any landmarks around the area. But you're right. I'm 100% willing to put Karina's life on the line that I'll be able to track a group of 4 people in the desert. One of them who
you got a gun. You got a gun, right, Karina? You have a gun?
Yeah. Well, I have a rifle, so I won't really be able to take that.
Why?
Yeah.
No, I would presume you've not brought any, things like rifles. You probably won't have brought them with you.
Okay. Do you want a hand-to-hand weapon? Do you want a switchblade or a garrote?
I've got a flick knife. I definitely have a flick knife.
Why not got my revolver on me then?
No, I'm thinking. No, I'll give. I mean, Alfie's brought a gun. He's got a revolver, so he'll give that to Karina, and it's like you can always fire it into the air and we'll hear it for quite a distance if we have. I mean, you can also use it on the Reverend if you feel so inclined.
I was going to say any funding business from that Reverend Karina. Don't even hesitate. He's bad news. Do not hesitate.
To look after myself. I can do this.
Exactly. You can look after yourself. You can take care of that chump if you need to. And I'm sure you will.
He's just misunderstood, I'm sure.
Yeah, she's actually really good with a knife.
Yeah. Yeah, I am sorry about that still,
So,
we've come a long way since then.
Do we have a course of action?
Yeah, I'd still like to get a compass for her if possible. Yeah.
So, in all likelihood, you would. The department store looks like it would. You would be able to procure one from the department store. Unfortunately, it is Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh crap!
Not a problem.
Oh, the Lord's Day. There can't be anything open.
Oh no.
Vincent, are you in enough trouble with that, Sheriff? I mean, let's.
I'm probably going to have to off him before we leave as well. So let's go all in.
You know what?
Incognito and all that,
I'm just wondering in my archaeological toolkit whether I've got a compass.
An archaeologist toolkit.
Wow.
I was just Googling how to make a homemade compass.
I'd say make a
bit of water, a cup full of water and a pin.
Cup full of water and a pin, aye.
Yeah.
I guess there's a reasonable chance that either Randy or Jamie might have a compass.
You're gonna make us roll luck, aren't you?
Surrender, yeah.
Yeah, it would be a lot.
Randy's going to have one. Shoot.
I mean, there is something we're all failing to consider as well. Is that this guy?
You both got a compass.
All right, Karina, I will give you my compass. You can put it down.
Just be subtle. He's not going to want you to have that.
I mean, I
say this guy
take
may not want to
Jamie's,
have
but
anything.
Jamie's is
That's
part
the
of a
problem.
set.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
want to break up the set.
you may need to be subtle with it. He's not going to strip search you. You don't need to put it in your prison pocket. You're fine. But yeah, just stay subtle with it.
It's in the pocket.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I'm sure we've had to explain this to you before, and
Probably.
I'm sure we have in another game.
Just wait till she remembers.
A different game.
But like,
yeah, just be discreet with it. Don't let him see you with it.
Yeah. I know how to hide it.
same with this, and I'll hand the gun over.
Okay. So, are we still in the middle of the street?
Yeah, of course we are. We're standing in the middle of the street, handing over weapons and
Weapons.
Start
Yeah.
check.
Talking
Yeah.
about robbing the store.
I'll pass you a container of mustache.
I mean, there's nobody about. Does it matter whether we're in the middle of the street or not? This is literally a ghost town.
We're in the middle
Yeah.
of
I think we would have gone to the pub.
And talked about it there, where there
Yeah.
might be a crowd of people.
In a booth.
So where are you heading?
pub.
Are you heading back to the hotel? Are you heading to the saloon?
It's Sunday. Yeah. And where else would you spend a
Is
Sunday?
anybody in the church?
I mean, the fact is the saloon open on a Sunday?
So heading that way, the saloon is not currently open. No.
Exactly.
Before we leave, we left the church? Did they lock the church?
Yes, the Reverend will have locked the church.
Is anybody about?
It's only a lot.
On the streets where so there's you maybe see one or two people, but like Alfie says, it's over half the residents of Bingham have left, so it is large parts of it are essentially a ghost town, deserted.
Is there a back door to? I'm gonna have a
To
quick
the
look.
church?
Surely.
No, there's no back door to the church. No.
Oh, surely. You're muted, Mark.
It's all right. I was just talking to Ange.
All right, sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. No worries. No.
I want to search the church to see if he's got any tomfoolery in there.
I love that expression.
Any hijinks, shenanigans?
Yeah. Is there any shenanigans and goings on at the church? Any happen?
So what are you doing? You turn around and heading back to the church?
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, look, I'm gonna go back to the church. I just want to rule out that there's no hijinks and stuff going on in the church. He does all these things,
Check
He's
the
absolutely
confessional
at it.
booth.
He's absolutely
They're
at
dark
hijinks. You don't need to
places.
prove that. We know he's at it.
Our
Yeah,
job here is to collect evidence and
Yeah,
be
like-
merciful and discreet. So we just need to
Nobody said anything about merciful, Jamie, but
Oh, it was one of the first things said when we were first told by
Was it?
Caduce. Yeah.
Was it? I don't
Be
remember that.
merciful to the people. They're innocent people that have been caught up in something that they shouldn't be.
She might be right, actually.
God.
Well, Jamie, if you're going to the
can we just pretend we didn't hear that bit?
This we'd all forgot it anyway.
Yeah,
No, this
I mean,
Reverend's not an innocent person. No, if he's
we're not kind.
Yeah, I'm not saying the Reverend's not innocent, but it's like we just need to know what's going on. They want us to find the evidence so we have a full story. So we just need to we've got an afternoon to kill. I was just going to search the church and see if there's any anti-venom or any kind of thing in there that he's using. That was all. We're here to collect evidence. That was all.
Just beware the one-eyed serpent if you go to the church, especially if the reverend is there.
I mean, it's fine. It's like we can just go back and hang out, but they have to go tomorrow.
No, I mean, I think maybe going back, maybe not all of us.
Well, maybe one or two go in the church and others stay as lookout.
I mean, because then does anybody know how to open that lock? I kind of look a little bit sideways at Vinny. And I don't want to draw conclusions or make assumptions, but
Vinny knows his way around the lock.
okay. So maybe you and Jamie can go take a look.
That's what I was thinking.
Are you going to stay outside and just have a
I'll
keep a
honest,
lookout?
watch.
I still say again, I think it's a given that he's got antivenom in there and it's parlour tricks. Also, I don't think it's important, but I'm still happy to do it.
The reason why I want to do this is because it's either parlour trick or he's somehow feeding people the same kind of stuff that we've had, change change who they are into serpent people at a higher level. That's what I'm thinking.
But I don't think he's doing that live in front of an audience in the church by biting them with snakes.
But I just don't know. There's something going on. It's some
That's
people
when he
they
takes
bite,
the
some people
pill.
they don't. So maybe he spiked the dad's drink with something.
Yeah, it's worth checking out. You're right. It is worth checking out.
He
And-
could have
and-
the night before. He could have spiked his drink with so this gave him the same medicine that we've had in his system. That look how they reacted to Karina. They didn't attack Karina. We all know we've had this weird stuff in our system. So maybe he'd given some to the dad, but not to the son. So that's what I'm trying to find out. Is he, because that guy's not been in the desert. We know that when they go to the desert, they're changing them somehow into the same way that we've been changed. But we've only been changed in a small dose. They might know how to do it full-fledged. We probably got 5% input and changing. So they might, when they go in the desert, they might have 100%. That's what we need to find out. We need to find that information out, don't we?
What if that whole scenario? I mean, I still think that you might be on with the right thing, that he's somehow giving, injecting them with something. But what if it's the snake bites? Like, he bit the son because he was young enough to handle the change immediately.
Well, the
And
kid isn't
didn't
going on a
bite-
pilgrimage, though, right?
Well, no, because he doesn't need to go on the pilgrimage, because the
'Cause
dad
he's
needs to go on the
already-
pilgrimage, because they need to take him away to do the, let's call it, brainwashing. And the kid might actually grow into this new thing that they are doing and just grow up.
Maybe maybe those snake bites, they're using something there. Maybe they're getting that drug in.
Well, we all know that the stuff that they gave us had a healing ability. And Randy said there was no bites marks on the young child.
That was, it worked fast.
So maybe by doing that bite, gave him that ability.
Yeah, I
To
think
heal fast to become a serpent. Like,
I do think it's the Reverend giving them something, like injecting them. But if
but
it is
how?
someone's-
I don't think he injected him. It's like,
Yeah.
I think the
Okay.
answers to this will be found at the pilgrimage. We may still find clues at the church. And
at the
I will
church
stand
or in his
guard.
home.
Sure, we'll go check the church.
Yeah, I will stand guard to make sure nobody.
There
is
is
coming to burn
literally
the church
nowhere
down.
else open, is there, at the moment, Phil?
No, there's no businesses open. No.
No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Can you make a group look roll, please?
Is that the lowest look?
That is the person with the lowest look.
Yeah,
making a look
65. Oh no, 66, sorry.
73.
I'm
I
on
have too much
99,
luck.
so yeah, I've still got way too much.
Jake, what are you on?
82. That's still
Oh,
higher.
it's me then. First.
Oh.
Yeah, disgustingly so. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Nice.
Anyway, you were
Oh, bagger, we're going to get caught.
Right.
So we're going to the church and...
So you head down. What street is the church? Is the church on now? Why can I not zoom in? See the map?
Yeah.
Can't see the name of the street. But anyway, you head down the just down the street to the first church, and as you round the corner, there's like you hear like a popping noise and an explosion, and the windows of the church just suddenly blown out.
Susie!
No.
Fuck.
And flames, yes, as you round the corner, you can see flames. Like I said, the windows are blown out, and flames just like come licking out of the windows, licking up the sides of the church, quickly, rapidly spreading in this like dry heat.
I'm gonna shout out, "Fire brigade! Fire brigade! Get the buckets! Bucket brigade!" And look for like a burning thing of timber to lean against the shed wall.
Oh,
Are you going to burn the snakes to death?
that's what we like to do.
Yeah.
They probably got blown out anyway.
So you're gonna look for a burning brand, are you?
Can I suggest that we get the fuck out of here? Because if we're around this area when the sheriff turns up, who's going to get the blame?
Yes.
So there's houses across on this street across from the church. So people are already emerging from the houses, looking like with looks of shock and horror on their face.
I'll feign a shock and horror face.
So what you're doing? If at this point you've only just come around the corner, so you could quite easily.
Yeah.
So these people would see us coming around the corner, maybe.
Yeah, they would. I'm gonna shout. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm assuming people are going to do a bucket brigade.
Yeah.
I'm going to get in line and help out with that. So if there's a well, I'll start to like head that way and maybe do the pumping and getting, because that's, I'm assuming if that's the type of activity that people are starting to, then I'm going to help coordinate that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this whole place is going to burn down, and then we'll really be in trouble. The pilgrimage will be cancelled because of lack of participants.
As this is occurring, if the Reverend appears, I might discreetly start heading towards the Reverend's house.
okay.
Because while
I
they're
was
all
literally just going to suggest, let's go to get the Reverend.
because while they're all distracted with the blown up church and that, we could go and search his house for the evidence there.
Okay, so there's, like I say, there's people quickly come out, coming out onto the street, and it doesn't take long before there's a bucket chain from several of the houses across the street. People handing bucket chain, handing buckets of water hurriedly towards the burning church.
I'll go and tell the Reverend.
Okay.
Yes, let's go.
Alfie pulls out his notebook and a pen. He's going to go around to each of the people that are standing around. He's just going to start asking, "Did you see anything? Did you see anybody leaving or anybody coming or any strangers? Any people that you didn't recognize coming or going, or people you did recognize coming or going?" And I'd want to find out if anybody has seen either of those two kids.
Okay.
In the area.
Let me just see. So Jamie and Karina, you're heading off to the Reverend's, eh?
I am, but I am going to give Vincent the nod and say, we're going to head and get the Reverend. Or help tell him what's going on. And I give him the look as if say, put the bucket down.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah. It's like we're going to go and see the Reverend and tell him what's occurring. He might want to come to the church and watch, oversee.
Man.
I don't know about Karina in that respect. I just know that I've seen you get caught a few times doing
The lady
various.
doesn't disclose her secrets. What? Is it
Not
just
in
one
this.
Smith?
Yes, let's go to the Reverend's
Really?
house and see if he has marshmallows at the same time.
So the four of you are going to the Reverend's house while Alfie stays like canvassing the onlookers. Okay.
I've got one in.
And you got
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
might-
luck to spend.
I might give it a day.
Yes. So the Reverend's house is not too far from the church, I believe. Zoom in.
So-
First church is there, and the Reverend's house is there. So Reverend's house is here, church is here.
Oh, okay.
So you're in a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes at the most. If you're walking, less if you're running, of course.
No, we're gonna have to put a bit of a pretense on. We're gonna sort of run, and then when we get there, we're gonna like hammer on his door.
Okay, so as you're running down the street towards Reverend's house, in the distance you can hear the sound of like police siren, must be the sheriff's. And you find the Reverend outside his house,
Reverend.
tending to what passes for what passes for a garden. There's not much, like I say. There's got a few sort of plants that are struggling to survive that he's tending to. Says, Miss Montoya, Miss Moore, Miss Savage.
Reverend. Quick! There's something's happened with the church.
Something's happened. Go. What do you mean? Something's happened.
It's on fire.
Right.
So it's
He turns, and as he looks, you can see this column of black smoke.
You're needed.
Says, "Oh my lord!" And he just drops what he's doing and runs out the gate and starts running and runs down the street towards the church.
Needed not. I'll put your stuff in your house for you.
is that intentionally trailed off there?
Yeah. He's like, and I'll go, oh, Wally, we'll put his things away for him.
Okay,
And
so
we'll pick up-
there's people coming out on the street here as well, and they're like some stood outside the houses, pointing at the smoke, the signs of the fire. Some people, some of them start running towards the church.
I'll make a point of picking up his stuff that he's dropped and stuff like that, and take it towards the house.
Okay.
And then at a moment, I will look at the others and go, Claire, get in. And we look around.
Okay, you're gonna wait to while there's nobody looking, I presume.
Yeah, and then just disappear in. Yeah, whatever. Well,
Randy's with you as well, I believe, is he? Yeah, Randy's
Yeah,
there as well.
I'm there, but I could be like escorting of the Reverend and going with him and distracting.
Oh,
keeping him.
okay, so you're gonna head back with the Reverend.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay, cool. No problem. Okay. So, Alfie, you canvassing the few people that are actually being hands-on, trying to put out the fire. There's quite a crowd of people now, maybe 50 or more people, all making, which is all clearly a fruitless, pointless effort. There's the church is almost completely engulfed in flames.
So I'm basically just asking people, and as they're carrying buckets and all that kind of stuff, he's just kind of up there in full like reporter mode, kind of. That's just asking, what happened? Did you see anything? Did you see what happened? And when they say that they didn't see anything, I'll ask if did you see anybody fleeing the scene? Just trying to find out if anybody spotted the 2 kids. Yeah.
Okay. So you see, maybe, like, say, you make your way around the crowd, questioning people.
Yeah.
And nobody seems to have seen anything until you come to one elderly gentleman.
Uh-oh.
I saw two young'uns. I didn't see the faces. They had bandanas across the faces. I'm sure I saw two young'uns. They running out back down towards the creek.
How did you know they were youngsters? I mean, what gave it away, sir?
The clothes. They're dressed like young'uns.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Could it not have been older people just dressed as younger people to?
Well, it could be my
make it
eyesight.
look-
My eyesight ain't that great, fella. So I ain't too sure.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So your eyesight's not too good. Ah, right.
Well,
So
yeah,
you could be
that's right.
mistaken. You could be mistaken.
Well, I certainly saw 2 people running away from the church.
Yeah. Towards the creek, you say. Are you sure
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
creek? I mean, your eyesight's not too good, right?
No, that's the creek down yonder.
Down that way. You're absolutely sure?
Oh yes, sir. That I am sure of.
I don't know. Your
No.
voice is telling me you're not quite so sure.
Oh no, I'm sure. Now, well, I'm not sure if they were involved, but like I say, that's certainly a coincidence.
Yeah, I mean, that's quite a big coincidence, isn't it? As well.
It would be, yes, sir.
Are you sure? I mean, I don't know. It doesn't. You sure they went that way?
Oh, you stand back there and he kind of pulls you out of the way as the sheriff's car comes
Yeah.
up the street.
Yeah.
Are you trying to convince him that he isn't sure?
I mean, it sounds like a fast talk thing, doesn't it?
A fast talk would
I'm trying to.
temporarily, if it's successful,
Right,
a fast
okay.
talk would temporarily convince him otherwise.
Okay. Yeah, I just don't want him telling. I don't want him telling the sheriff.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to convince him that. Yeah, I'm gaslighting him. That's exactly what I'm doing. So, would that be what would be the best role? There's no gaslightability in Call of Cthulhu, unfortunately.
So fast talk would do it, but fast talk is a temporary fix. It's kind of once somebody has a moment to think something over, then they might
right. Okay.
their conviction may return. So persuade would have a more long lasting effect.
The only reason we're asking this, Phil, is because persuade is the one interpersonal skill that I am shit at.
I know, and it constantly comes up as well, doesn't it?
It does. It's quite strange how that occurs.
I guess psychology could be used in that way, but
I mean, if you say it's persuade, I'm going to go with persuade.
Persuade would be the obvious one, but if you want to argue something else, like I say, fast talk would work, but it would only be a temporary fee. Now, whether that would be long enough that he didn't speak to the sheriff, it may be.
It's got to be persuade, isn't it? It's got to be persuade.
Sounds like it might have to be.
Okay. I mean, there's no guarantee that he's going to speak to the sheriff.
Why did you have to say that?
Tuttle, just take him somewhere else.
I mean, of course, the sheriff is going to interview everyone, and he's going to say, "I saw this." He's the only one. He's gonna tell. Oh man, that's bad.
Oh,
Is it worth 79? Look, that's
79. 79.
Can I give him 79 of my 82 luck?
No, I've got enough. I've got enough to spend.
Or you could push it. Of
Oh, I leave
course.
30.
Or I could push it. But if you push it, you can't spend luck, right?
You cannot, and it would be a.
That's bobbins. I'm not doing that.
Bobbins,
what
it
I-
is.
I mean, that's it. I'm looking for another way around this. Then, aren't I?
It will still be a push, so you can. Yeah, so not,
But it would be a push.
It would be a push, but it might be a push with a different skill.
You little bugger.
Can you not, like, it's charm, another thing?
It is. It is. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'll push it, and I will go with I'll go with fast talk if I may.
You can. So, what are you going to say to him?
Well, I basically the same thing. It's like it is the whole. Oh, but you're really not sure, are you? I mean, and you've just said your eyesight is not that great. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm a journalist, and I hear people telling these kind of stories all the time, and this just sounds like I don't know. I don't think it could be used as evidence at all. It just sounds too. It's not. It's too vague. You know, it's just too. Yeah.
Go ahead,
I mean. Yes.
No.
No.
Yes!
Wow.
Nice.
Well, I can say my eyesight, so you might.
Yeah, I mean, I understand you want to do your duty and everything, but I don't think it's worth wasting the police's time. I
But
think they
no,
really need
you're
to-
right. It would be wrong to possibly falsely accuse somebody. These kids. I mean, I got to say we are living in a dust bowl, are we not? I mean, it's not unusual
Exactly.
for people to walk around with face coverings and all. And
Yeah. Do you know what? Can I take your name? I think I'd like to get you mentioned in my article. I think it would be. I just really. I've never met somebody quite so dedicated to doing their civic duty. I think. Would you mind?
what, sir? My name is Elijah
Okay.
Spiner.
Okay, and I write that down on my notepad, underline it so you can see it. It's been a pleasure meeting you, Elijah. It's terrible about the church, but yeah, I'm sure the sheriff will find whoever did it. Well, it's been a pleasure, and I shake his hand,
Okay.
and I'm out of there.
And the sheriff is kind of as he arrives, he quickly starts to take charge, shouting, barking orders, like trying to better organize these bucket chains. But it's clear the church is lost, and as you turn and watch, there's a crash as the steeple tumbles and collapses in on itself, falling into the church.
Oh dear.
Do you want to hang around?
I do. I think. Yeah. I just want to make sure that the sheriff doesn't get any tip off about these kids.
Okay. So shortly after that, the Reverend arrives with a small entourage running up the street with him. And as the sheriff sees Reverend Cornfield, he quickly heads over and put him in prison. Says, "Oh, no, Reverend, you stay back. You stay back. In fact, you stay here with me.
Aren't there religious texts though that need to be saved? Something.
I think it's a little late.
The hand of God will protect
no,
it.
the church, my church. So says it's too late, Father. It's too late, Reverend. There's no saving this. My main concern is your safety. So clearly, this is no accident. And he kind of like starts.
Is that a fact? Do you want to make a statement? Can you make a statement, Sheriff?
Says, what are you talking about when you make a statement? Says, who?
My name is Alfie Monroe, Washington Post.
And kind of Reverend looking a little bit shell-shocked. Says, yes, this is Mr. Monroe. He was at the service this morning, and one of his friends will be taking the pilgrimage this tomorrow morning. And he can't.
I'm assuming that's not happening right now, Reverend, is it? Or are you?
Well, it's not like he has to give a sermon tomorrow.
Reverend, let me get you into the car. Let me get you into the car. It might not be safe. Clearly somebody has intentionally done this. They may have been looking to harm you, sir.
Do you have any idea who might want to harm the Reverend, Sheriff? I've got my notepad and my pen out.
I don't, but I mean, you can bet your ass I'm going to find out.
Language. Is the shed intact?
I would advise you new people new in town to make yourselves available.
Well, I was here with the bucket and the water. I was very available. This town has been nothing but hospitable to us, and we appreciate it. And the Reverend's excellent work here. Do you know we were called to come to the Reverend?
So
I wrote some of his sermons.
So he if ignores you now, he basically almost manhandles the Reverend into the police car.
I'm gonna be proper hounding them, like, you know, real paparazzi. I'm following them along. Reverend, do you have anybody that might wish harm on you?
These guys, no, Mr. Monroe. This is. I am lost for words. I have no idea where.
At least you're safe. At least you weren't in the church when this happened. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. There could have been a congregation in there. I mean, we have to consider that.
We must thank the Lord.
Exactly.
This is prophetic. This is like when the Lord chased Adam, Eve, the snake out of the Garden of Eden.
And he suddenly pushes. He kind of, kind of gently pushes the sheriff away, and he suddenly seems to regain his composure, and stands up straight. Says, "Does everybody listen? Clearly, this is an act of desperation by those who are non-believers, people who would seek to disrupt the good work that we are doing here. But this church, it is but timber. It is just a building. Our faith, our church is within us, not within some structure. We shall gather here this evening, and I shall conduct a service for everyone, for all the good people of Bingham out here on the streets. And we shall not be deterred. We shall continue with our plans for the pilgrimage tomorrow morning. Now, those of you that would help quench the flames, please do so. The rest of you, please return to your homes. There's nothing to be done here.
Reverend, I would like to chair the committee to build the new church. Obviously, we're going to need a new house and relatively soon. And I'm confident that with my help, we'll be able to build this new church better, stronger, faster.
$6 million man has been invented yet, Jake.
Reverend, this is a sign from the Lord that he wasn't happy.
You are correct, Mr. Savage. Is indeed. I've been foolish. I've been filled by pride. It is clearly a message from the Lord. We do not need these constructs, these physical constructs.
What I'm saying is maybe we could build a better house, a bigger
we
house.
Have no need. We have no need. Do you not see, Mr. Savage? This is a message from the Lord. This is clearly showing us we have no need of the church. We have no need of some physical building. But I appreciate your sentiment, though. And the sheriff kind of tugs him on the arm, and he nods, and he submits and gets into the sheriff's car, and the sheriff drives him away. And yeah, the people that remain, they slowly manage to bring the fire under control, so at least it doesn't spread. But the church is, by the time they've quenched the flames, the church is little more than just like, a burnt out shell. The shed!
My offer to buy this property wasn't accepted.
So, little Randall, give me a look roll. See if the shed...
Now, this is the thing. Does Randall want it burned down?
Uh-huh.
So, okay.
Well, no, I guess I let the dice decide. Oh, okay.
No, just wondering, if you pass, does it burn down? Or
I don't exactly.
If you fail, it burns down.
It's your choice then.
Oh.
No, I can't. You can't do that to me. I am not choosing. I rather let fate decide the story at this point.
The poor snakes have been burnt alive.
Oh. Did any of my fellow comrades feel pain or anything or twinges? Were there any?
Oh yeah, maybe a question on that later. Mm-hmm. So, meanwhile,
I think he might still be. To be fair,
Alfie, look at that. It looks like there was.
Out of him.
It looks like there was some flammable materials in the shed here. That could have been the source of the fire.
I'm glad you mentioned that, Mr. Savage. Mr. Savage, you can give me a spot hidden roll.
Okay.
Which we will resolve shortly. And we're in the Reverend's house.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
Yeah, we're going to do a really fast search. Well, we did search some of his house before, didn't we?
Yes.
A bit of one, yeah.
I didn't know through his Bible.
I'm going to search his bedroom. Search his bedroom.
Okay. So, are you taking time?
No.
You're rushing.
Yeah.
So I will require a hard success on those rolls then.
Oh, okay.
So you're checking the bedroom. So Jamie's checking the bedroom. Yeah. What's Karina doing?
Oh, flipping heck.
Just generally having a quick look around the rest of the house.
Okay, so
It's-
quick cursory look at the rest of the house. So if you're going to look at such a large, taking such a large area, then that will require a extreme success on spot.
Oh, you're being mean.
What are the rooms for
I am.
downstairs?
Well, the room
'Cause
downstairs, there is a kitchen, a pantry, a kind of lounge area that's connected to the kitchen, and a sort of day room study.
Is it too late for me to use luck?
No, you can spend luck. You need a hard success, though, so that will be, you need 35.
Shit, I need 49 for hard. Yeah, no, I won't bother. Damn it.
I think I'll focus on his study, actually, because I didn't actually check around last time. I just looked at the Bible.
Okay, so spot hidden.
I'll focus this.
Spot hidden, hard success, or hard check.
Difficulty, hard. Go.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. So what is it you're hoping to find?
Sorry, the cat touched the mic and it popped up on Discord. Do you want to switch? I got really confused there. I'm looking for. It's more. I think we're going with more of like what Jamie said. Looking for evidence of being able to tamper with people. Any hidden. Anything that he has tried to hide. I'm trying to think because it's his own house, so I don't know how much he would actually try and hide. But yeah, it's just anything that doesn't look. Everything doesn't look right. I'm trying to think of the right phrase, but yeah.
Anything
So it's like,
untoward. Anything out of place.
Anything out of place, like any serums or notes.
So
anything like
so
that.
there's the so this, like I said, this is his study, his day room. There's lots of notes scattered around on the desk, which is just his notes for writing sermons. And there's nothing. Obviously, you're only getting a brief look, but there doesn't look to be anything different about these. About the sermons, these and the sermons you've already heard. It's all along the same vein. The books in here are just all religious texts, or there are some sort of what's the word? Sort of natural world books. Kind of about the flora and fauna of this area. There is also some maps.
Ooh.
Map. Like the local area?
Maybe even of the desert and its surrounding areas.
So yeah, there's maps of Bingham and the surrounding areas, and there's things marked on some of these maps. They're not sure what they signify, and there are several of these kind of crosses marked on the map.
Okay.
Take them.
Well, it makes sense, because if the pirates have the X marks the spot, I guess the preachers have the crosses marks the spot.
If I come in and see you looking at these maps.
Well, that's what I was gonna think. Try and get Jamie to quickly copy them.
No.
I can have a good memory if we take.
I can do that. I can do them. Yeah, but my thinking is, if we take them, he says that it's divine intervention that takes these certain places for this pilgrimage. But if he hasn't got his map, he isn't getting there.
Yeah, but then we're not getting there tomorrow.
But we're supposed to. We are supposed to be.
Yeah, but we'll have no evidence of what they are unless we do like traipse through the desert ourselves to find these points and figure out what's there. But then,
Ooh, so if we take the maps and he can go, we can go ourselves using the maps.
but then he will know that somebody's been in his house and stolen the map.
Okay, I'm gonna quickly try and sketch.
It's one of them. If he, he's part of a grander scheme. If they all find out,
Yeah, you're right. I'm gonna quickly try and sketch like real basic like map names or crosses and shapes.
Okay. Give me.
No.
Let's see. It's not going to be. I'll not be cruel and say give us a.
I'll
give
be
us
the
an
first tonight.
give us an art roll, which is 5%. Give me a hard intelligence roll.
oh yeah, going to be smart.
No.
Oh,
Not smarter.
oh,
You gotta be smarter.
oh.
What's with the rolls tonight? The game hates me.
The color red is attracted to you.
You can push it, of course, or you can spend luck.
No, I'm just panicking.
Okay.
I'm gonna draw something, but it's just gonna be a load of bobbins.
Yeah. Okay. So, as you're trying to make a quick sketch of this map with these points of interest on it, Karina, you hear sound a car, and looking out the window, you see the sheriff's car pulling up outside. Oh yes,
Okay.
yeah. So yeah.
Okay, we will dash out the back.
In
Where's
fact,
the car?
so yeah, Vinny's outside, so Vinny sees it. So you see the sheriff's car coming down the street. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Vinny gives you the signal that you need to get out.
Shit, we'll
So-
get out the back door.
Okay.
Oh no, sorry. Go.
I was actually going to suggest. What was the Reverend doing when we pulled up? Was he just watering the plants, or was he actually like digging in his garden, doing stuff?
Can probably watering them. They need a lot of water.
We'll go out the front and carry on watering.
Yeah, but
we'll just-
it's also
Okay, they've not come out of the house. The sheriff's car is is almost at just about to pull up outside the.
Okay, yeah. Well,
I'm out the back door. I'm out the back door.
yeah, we'll go out the back door.
Okay. No, you won't. Yeah, you won't hear him going out the back now.
You're just loitering by a fence. You don't know what's going on. I
Yeah.
whistle back. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't whistle.
let's not try whistling into the mics.
It's not happening. Not
I forgot what the other role was for. So back with Randall. What was the
Hidden.
It was a spot
Oh, yes.
hidden.
Oh!
spot hidden? That was it. Spot
yeah.
hidden. That was it. And what did we get?
Well, I didn't do it yet because of suspense.
Okay. Well.
Suspense.
But this was for
Oh. So Randall,
Oh, you're just showing off with your rolls now, aren't you?
so you spot something in the bushes to the side of at the side of the plot of land where the church sits, and there are two empty cans of gasoline.
Oh.
I'm gonna look around. Is there any way that I can have those, kind of, in the shed area where the shed was, just to kind of show that they were kind of stored there or something?
Well, the shed's burnt down, so
I know, so I'm gonna maybe just kind of.
so you would have to pick them up and take them over there because it's not next to the shed now.
Okay, then.
This is kind of on the right, kind of hidden in the bushes on the border of the plot of land.
So if it's in if it's hidden there, what time of night is it? Sorry, what time in the afternoon was it? It was.
It is. So it's about 12:30 in the afternoon.
Okay, I'm gonna make him. No, because. All right. While the sheriff is away, is there any way that I could try to abscond with these 2 jerry cans and bring them somewhere?
Of course there is. You can make a stealth roll.
Okay, well then that's what I will do, and people will cry. I have a lot of luck. I can't look.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Rah rah for Randall.
Oh, okay.
So choosing the opportune moment when people are like otherwise occupied, you grab the 2 jerry cans and leg it down the path to kind of this like trail that runs down away from the church. And as you head away from the church, you can see it heads down to the creek.
Uh-oh. Okay. So
over in this direction.
Since I'm going to have to practice my skills, I'm going to attempt as I'm going a tracking. I want to see if I notice other people that have come this way and kind of try to follow them.
Okay, you can give me a spot hidden roll first then.
Okay, spot hidden first. Nope. Okay, so I don't see anything, so I will just
you don't find any tracks to follow. No.
Nobody went this way, so I'm going to continue heading towards the creek. My idea is I want to try to find somewhere that is very out of the way, where I can hide these things at least until night, and then come back at nighttime or something, and have an easier way to get rid of them. Or I don't want to throw them in the creek because pollution and stuff, but that's not a bad idea. Fill them with water and have them go down to the bottom of the creek where nobody will find them. All right. Yeah, that's going to be my intention.
Okay, so you're going to head down to the creek, fill them with water, and just sink them.
Sink them, I think, yeah.
Sink them. Okay, fair enough.
Sink them.
So what is everybody else doing? What is Mr. Monroe doing?
Well, that's a good point. I guess Randall is heading off towards the creek.
Yeah. So yeah, you probably
that is the direction. I mean, would I have seen him go? Could I have gone with him?
This is a good question. I
mean, he was sneaking. He was sneaking, wasn't he? So maybe
he was sneaking. So yeah, make a spot hidden then. So you did probably see him head over to over to the church. Yeah. So you did indeed.
Okay. So I would have gone after Randall.
Okay. So shall we say that you he's stopping? He slows his pace down to look for tracks. So we say you catch him up about halfway to the creek.
Oh yeah, cool. So he's carrying these jerry cans.
Yes.
Yeah. Randall.
What
do you got? What do you got?
I didn't do it. I swear it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I was with you the whole time. It's not what it looks like. I don't want my name in the paper. This is not.
What does it look like, Randall?
I don't know, but it wasn't me. I didn't do it. I'm just.
Why have you got the jerry cans? What's going on?
Well, I don't want anybody to find them.
Okay.
So
why?
If I could find them there, other people could, and if other people could, I don't know them.
Where did you find them?
What?
Where did you find them?
I hunted them down. Keen sense of smell. I am the path.
Okay. I just take him by the shoulders and I look him square in the eyes and just say, Randall, where did you find the jerry cans?
Oh, They were hidden in a bush. I
Okay.
don't think it. I don't think it was a burning bush.
Hey.
Didn't need
look.
the jerry cans.
Question.
Yes.
Without being too meta, do you suspect that these belong to whoever died the fire?
Are you asking for a friend?
Why do you answer a question with a question?
I just
Look,
it's
no,
suspicious that they were empty and around the site of the fire.
Okay.
In a bush in close
Listen,
proximity
listen.
to the church.
There's an old guy back there. He said he saw two figures running this way after the fire started.
Us? He saw us? How? It didn't happen yet when you spoke to him.
I'm just gonna. Has he been drinking?
I do
Might
smell
be why
like
they,
alcohol or flammables.
might be why the jerry cans are empty.
Well,
Yeah.
Look, we gotta get rid of these things. If you saw
Look, if these incriminate Susie and Gregory, we have to get rid of them. You're right.
Yeah.
But they came this
burn them.
way.
Well, no, we can't.
Do you think you could maybe track them down?
Yes, I didn't even try. That's a good idea. So
I,
now
I
I'm
didn't
gonna,
even try
kinda
yet.
Get down
I failed earlier.
and-
No,
exactly.
later. I failed later.
And I'm going to pretend to peer and see if I, can determine if, and you can use the roll that I previously made if you like.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay, very well.
I mean, there's no point Alfie rolling for this himself because he would just assume that Randall was better at it than him. So there's no sign of the two kids.
No,
So we can assume that they've covered the tracks well enough. So what are you going to do with these, Randall? What are you doing with these jerry cans?
I was going to sink them. You fill them with water. They'll be heavy, and then nobody's going to look for them in the middle of the creek. Got to find a deep part of the creek to let them sink down to.
Okay.
Did you have a better idea?
Probably not. I'm just thinking, you stick these in the creek, then whatever's in them is liable to float to the surface, and there's going to be a... You know that rainbow effect you get when you throw petroleum-type stuff on water? Maybe you don't.
You know what? You're right. This is the deep south. If we want to camouflage them well, we have to put them on the ledge of a fence and shoot holes in them.
Are you feeling okay, man?
Have you ever been to the United States?
Okay.
Okay, so not the creek, but it's broad daylight. I mean, we gotta hide them in the meantime. Maybe come back for them at night and put them somewhere else. Is there a garage we could camouflage them in?
No, we just throw them in the goddamn... And I just say there's bush. There's no bush here. It's a dust bowl, isn't it? Can we just bury them?
No, there is bushes.
Can we
Yeah,
just
do you want me
bury
to
these
put them
things?
back in the bushes where I found them? No,
Can we-
that's not.
can we-
You're right. We could bury them. Yeah, let's bury them. We could. That's a good idea. I like that idea.
okay. Is that what you're going to do?
Yeah.
I'll try to find a spot. But
Behind a cactus. Behind a tumbleweed.
Okay. So it's quite rocky. So the surrounding terrain
Oh,
is quite.
this isn't going to work.
It's quite rocky, and there's plenty of places where you can bury it.
Okay.
You could do that. Like I said, I'm just
alright,
saying,
build
it's
it
just
here.
not this. It's not this flat expanse. It's quite rocky.
Okay.
There's lots
Yeah,
of
so
gullies.
there's plenty of places to hide things.
Oh god, yeah.
And nobody's going to find them.
Okay,
No, I didn't
right.
say that, but there's plenty of places to
Yeah.
hide.
Yeah, I mean, it depends how thorough this sheriff is going to be. Is he by himself, or whether he's got like deputies or anything that he can send out to search the place as well, right? So,
So I guess you can make a stealth roll to bury and hide the cans,
okay.
and I'll let you make it with a bonus dice.
Is
Just-
Randall going to make this, or?
Well, that's
No, you can make. I could be helping you. You can make it with the bonus die if you want to.
Okay. Randall. You really anyway.
Yeah, it's a chance for you to earn a yellow star.
I've already got a yellow star in it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're going for it.
Nice roll.
Made
Nice.
it.
Yay.
Okay, right.
Yeah, that's.
Okay. So regular success, radio. Okay. So meanwhile, back near the Reverend's house, what are you three up to?
Oh, we ran out the back.
I'm off.
Yes, you did.
Other way.
So yeah, you've escaped from the house and maybe moved maybe about a block away.
I'll say I'm down here. I went round that way, maybe. Other direction.
So yeah, you catch up with you catch up with each other anyway.
Yeah, I'll take a lap around a few blocks or whatever and come back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd start making our way back towards the church where we
Yeah,
saw the
yeah.
other guys.
Yeah. We
Okay.
weren't seen, so it's like it's just.
So maybe Jamie shows you the sketch of the map she made, and it just looks like utter crap. It's just totally illegible.
I do want to use. Wait, let me just reread this. I do have a.
Have you got a skill, a pulp?
Oh, the page
Yeah, I
got
have a
the page
skill,
got
but I might
torn
be
as I
fucked
jumped
up.
over the fence.
Yeah, that's.
No, at this point, I'm just gonna say, look, we can fix that. We should. I think I might remember some stuff. We can fix that later. We can get it sorted. Pointing at the little weird map drawing that she did.
I didn't have enough time, and my pencil was blunt. I'm sure.
You got a child to do it for you, you mean?
Yeah, I used the wrong end of the pencil. I used the rubber bit. Oh.
So yeah, you three are heading up to the church then, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. So
Not guilty as possible.
let us say that. So by the time you reach the church, you get to the church and like just these smoking. The ruin of the church is just like a smoking ruin now. Most of the people have returned to the homes. There's a few people still about, sort of like making the place safe, clearing like fallen timbers out of the way, and just trying to make the place make it safe. We'll say that you all conveniently catch up with each other back at the church or near the church.
Got a marshmallow and a skewer. No, I'm just joking.
God damn it! Is everybody okay?
Yeah. How did you get on?
Nothing. Found nothing. Found some maps, but my pen was blunt. Couldn't get a good enough copy of it.
All right, you were very rushed, I suppose. Don't blame you.
Blunt pen?
Yeah, if we've all met up, I might as well. I'm gonna do this now. Actually,
Our
I'm
eraser
gonna-
has stopped working for a crayon.
I'm gonna use insane recall and try and redo the maps.
Oh!
There we go.
Insane talents.
Oh, I
Do you want to just give us a quick description of what your insane talent does?
I remember everything perfectly. Every memory and fact that the hero ever heard. It says I ever heard, but I should would that not be?
Yes, of course it does.
I kind of skipped them. It's right. The fingertip, faces, figures, details, crowd their mind in a flood of information. Gain a bonus die to an education, know, or skill roll when trying to remember information that the hero might feasibly
Okay, so
have
you
once seen
can.
or heard or
So
seen.
you can make a idea roll with a bonus dice. See if you can recall enough to correct the map that Jamie made.
Idea roll. Is that education?
No, it's a
no,
no roll.
yeah,
No roll,
yeah.
isn't it? And then it's like no roll.
Oh, did it say no roll?
I think it said no.
Where's it gone? Edu, no, or skill roll.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah, education then. No roll. Yeah, with a
So
bonus
bonus-
dice, of course.
Bonus dice.
Oh,
Go.
This is not going to go well if I get this wrong. Just point it out there.
it's an insane talent. Yeah, they've got bad
Ah.
things.
Ah, is that good?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nice.
yeah,
Yeah. I would have lost more sanity and had
you
the
do
pass.
indeed. Yeah, you managed to reconstruct the map from memory.
I sharpen my pencil. So as she's telling me, I redraw it.
Nice.
So
I'm literally just like sat on leaning on a wall. We're just stood there drawing.
so there's several spots marked on the
Imagine
map.
your eyes rolled but in the back of your head when you're doing it, like, because it's an insane talent.
Oh yeah.
A picture of, like, eyes rolled in the back of your head, reeling off like what the maps looked like to you.
To be fair, she's pretty insane. Her eyes were probably rolling back continuously anyway.
Yeah.
Check it out, it takes a speed.
Hold my decorum, thank you very much. To the best of my knowledge, anyway.
Yeah. You think you are? We're all like standing there like that.
He's a witch. Murder.
Okay, so you have a more or less legible map of something.
Nice.
Nice work.
Oh, we're awesome. We're fucking awesome.
So what are you doing?
The only
I
problem
just
now
don't want to
is-
be in the room when they're arguing. No, it was here. No, the cross was there. No, I'm sure I remember it was here.
So
but-
this is the local area. So like, does this map have the town on, or is it literally the area outside of the town?
So there's a town on it, but yeah, it's it's mainly the surrounding area.
Okay, no, it's just so like we know it's this area. Just
How
Yeah.
far out of the town are the X's? And are they in a
Several
line?
miles.
And are they just randomly all over the place?
Well, whether they're random is you don't know if they're random, do you?
No obvious pattern. They're not in a line or a perfect circle.
No.
I'm not following Star.
we can't put lines between them and.
No, don't form a huge pentagram across the town of Bingham. No.
Okay.
I'm wondering if they
Sally won't get
zigzag.
Join the dot.
Or did they zig?
Slither.
Okay.
Aye.
Has anyone got astronomy? It's not following a star pattern, is it?
Absolutely not got astronomy, I don't think.
No.
1%. Everybody's got 1%, I think, in Pulp and astronomy.
And we've
Me
all
too-
got
me-
astronomy.
Oh no, meteorology. Oh yeah, we have got astrology.
Yeah,
But
you get a
if
1%.
we all put our minds together, we might have an idea what a star is.
Yeah.
I haven't got astrology.
It's under
I-
science.
Oh yeah.
Science, astronomy, 1%.
We're all gonna roll it. Just
I'm
do
gonna roll
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're going to roll.
Oh.
Better believe
It's
it.
You asked
No.
the question. It's worth a shot.
0-1.
Oh.
I mean,
Yeah.
Jamie got the closest though. That's something.
All we need is 94 more players to join us.
Oh, he's only rolled a 0-2.
I can spend the one look, but I suspect there's no point.
It's not gonna
Yeah,
be
just do it.
It has no relation to any astrological alignments that you're aware of now.
What
That
a
was so
fantastic
good.
waste of an amazing roll.
Yeah. Just because we went off on a tangent. Yeah.
Could have used that later.
No,
when
it's
it
one
was
of
a
them.
life
If you get a
lesson.
good
And
roll,
what's
you learn
frustrating
more.
is that I don't even get I wasn't quite enough to get the yellow star.
Aw.
Oh
You don't get it if you spend the luck, do you?
No.
no.
One off.
I think if we take this map and superimpose it on a map of New York, The X's will be apartment complexes that house Carduceus safe houses.
More
We should
like
check them all
McDonald's.
next week.
Oh, if we go
Fast
to our,
food
we
joint.
might collect all the secret recipes, and then it all comes together, and you get the secret recipe for Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing?
Has the Reverend said what time they're leaving?
Dawn.
Go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, Daybreak. How many X's are on the map, William?
7.
7.
Ooh. Wow.
Look, we just need Karina to go off with this guy. We get a rough direction which way they're heading, and then we'll know where they're going first.
Mm.
We won't get ahead of them or anything, but
Also, question, and I might need Randy's help with it. What's the shortest route from town to each X? What's the littlest amount of miles we could do it in? If you were going to go,
So some of them are quite spread out. Some are completely on opposite side of the opposite side of town.
50
opposite
miles
side.
more.
Well, we could
No, not that much.
split up,
Okay.
and each of us go tonight to those locations. I mean, it's only a couple of miles. We could like scout out if we go. You know, if we split up into 2, we could probably scout out tonight those locations, or this afternoon. A couple of miles is, you know.
how many of these X's are there?
7. And so there's several. Each one is at least several miles outside of town.
We just need to see which are logical. We'll each do half. Sorry, we'll split up into 2 parts, and you know, the part with 3 characters will take 4 of them. The part with 2 will take 3. The logical ones that are, you know, logical to go to one to the other. Mm-hmm. And if we can't do all of them, then we'll just choose 3 or 4, and process of elimination. If none of them seem like a good spot to have evangelical inspirations or satanic rituals, then we'll, you know, rule those out that they're going to, and we'll have, you know, just a few more to cover the next day when we follow Karina.
We got no idea what we're looking for.
Nope.
What?
So at this point, you hear the sound of approaching vehicles.
Ooh.
And 3 or 4 trucks and the sheriff's car turn up, pull up, come like park up near the church, and a group of maybe totaling about 7 or 8 men with dogs.
And you laughed at me for thinking dogs would be a good idea?
Along with the sheriff, clearly forming some kind of search party, and they begin like combing the area with the dogs around the church.
It might be an idea that we. I don't think the sheriff will like us hanging around.
Yeah, if those dogs pick up our scent on the trail.
We haven't been on the trail. Did you go on the trail?
What? No,
What?
of course not. And that's what you'll tell the sheriff, because I was with you the whole time while you were searching the preacher's house. So there's no way I could have been out on the trail.
Oh no.
Okay, should we just head back to the hotel and get out?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you're saying this, suddenly the dogs start barking in kind of an excited way.
Oh no.
Chef, we got something! And they set off at speed down the trail that runs to like down the side of the church towards the creek.
Oh, good, they're going the wrong direction. I know for a fact nobody went there except for us, Alfie.
That's not a good thing.
About that.
Yeah. What you saw, but there were no tracks.
Okay.
So as a set off as well, the sheriff calls over to one of the to his deputy who's sort of waiting by the police car. This deputy, you get over to Schoenbauer's place as well. I want Bill down at the station when I get back. If he kicks us a fuss, you know what to do.
Okay.
Is that the father?
The guy's quite vocal about everything.
That Bill was. He just didn't go to the church, did he? He was not.
He was the one.
He's the blacksmith, isn't he?
The blacksmith, yeah, but also the one who was kind of organised the.
He's vocally anti-snake church.
And he organised the private sort of church meetings.
Yeah. It's like, oh, we should try and get Gregory. If they've gone back to that barn, and they're already going to bring Bill in, then if the dogs lead into the barn, I don't think he'll come back out of the police station.
Look, if we burn down another abandoned building, it'll throw suspicion off anybody doing it the church on purpose because,
Is anybody else a little bit worried about Randall right now?
Always.
Not just now.
Since that first PTSD episode with the wife shit, I've been worried about Randall.
Somebody's gonna have to head down to the Schoenbaum. I wonder if I can delay the sheriff some way.
Quite anti, isn't it? You have to be careful.
Where was the Sean Bums? It wasn't that far, was it?
It's north. Northern.
So the sheriff and the men with the dogs, they're gone. They're down that trail now.
So okay.
They're heading down that way.
Where does the trail go?
Down to the creek.
Where the old man said he saw the two kids.
Yeah, which direction, like on the map?
Oh, right.
That like.
So close these things. So the church is here.
Yeah.
So it'd be kind of down this way.
Okay, so we've got a bit of time.
So away from the town.
Yeah, so I think we need to get Susie and Gregory. I mean, I don't know what we need to do with them, but this is exactly what we warned them about.
We can't help them.
But
And
we
that's
have
not
to
our-
try.
I know, but I don't think that sheriff is gonna.
So the deputy drives off. The deputy starts up the car and drives off.
Remember, guys, we're supposed to be here discreetly. If we go and help them, we're not being discreet. They were going to do this with or without us.
Oh, we're already too damn late. The
Does anybody have a banana?
Let's go. What? You got a potassium deficiency all of a sudden, Randall? What?
No, we put it in the tailpipe of the sheriff's vehicle.
Oh, God! Oh, no. Oh.
You do a potato anyway, a banana's too soft. Vinny knows.
Look, he's already gone. We're on foot.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, that's probably a good thing. We shouldn't stop them from getting Bill, because then.
I mean, a car goes like 20 miles per hour. If one of us is really athletic, we can just about keep up running.
Yeah, we can get what's his name from the.
Oh, the lumberyard
guy. Yeah.
Yeah, what's his name?
George.
George.
Isn't it?
I
George?
think so.
George could probably catch a car.
Yeah.
I bet.
Literally catch a car.
Chase it down. That's it. Stop it. Put it over there.
Yeah.
He can make friends with friendly giants that like alfalfa.
Randall didn't get bitten, did he? Right. Look. We can't get to the farm in time now.
Okay.
We're just gonna have to lay low and turn up tomorrow morning for the pilgrimage. Well, one of us is gonna have to turn up for the pilgrimage.
Thing is, we tried to stop those kids from burning down that church. We did our best to convince them.
They were going to do it with or without us, weren't they?
They're just kids. They're just kids. You saw what that sheriff did to Vinny.
Yeah.
What do you think he's gonna do to Gregory?
Yeah, he's a bad bastard, the sheriff, like. You're right, you're right.
Oh, what is he gonna do to Bill?
He's a bad bastard, the sheriff, like.
There's nothing we can do to stop.
The sheriff's right in the Reverend's pocket as well.
Actually, there is something we could do.
Oh, God.
I'm not going down the sheriff.
Oh, God.
Does it involve fruit?
Does it all burning down something or like a rock?
The sheriff and the deputies are all out looking. If we go to the jailhouse now, we could steal the keys. And therefore, we'll be able to break anybody out of jail because we'll
You're
have
assuming
the
there's
keys.
nobody at the jailhouse.
They're all out looking. I mean, this is a small town. 2 trucks of people.
They might have spares.
They may, but
small
I'm
place,
helping
that
they
was-
have spares.
They'll just
We
put
just
them
need-
somewhere else. They're still going to get them, regardless of where they keep them.
No,
And I
I'm
think
saying
what
if we had
Randall
the
suggests
keys,
is
we'll
we
be
had
able
the
to-
keys, we'll be able to break them out of the
Get
jail.
them out once. If we do lock them up, we'll be able to get them out.
Yeah,
Also, they're gonna
just
know the
preparing for any
eventuality.
How long would it
eventuality.
take us to get to the farm from here on foot?
The farm
Yeah,
Oh.
of the blacksmiths, you mean?
yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
The blacksmith, so it's on the opposite side of town from where you are.
Yeah.
It would, so that is, it's about a mile,
So
5-10 minutes.
So
Okay.
6-7 minutes if you're running, if you're athletic.
Yeah. Alfie's definitely not
5-6 minutes
athletic.
even, if you're-
Yeah, so yeah, what am I talking about? 5 minutes. God, yeah, about at least 10 minutes.
Like a 4-minute mile.
No.
Hey,
Let's do the 4-minute mile before Roger Bannister.
Runners talk.
10 minutes at a swift walk.
Yes, I'll say that. 10 minutes.
Well, it's going to take him time, the deputy time, when he gets there. It's not going to be. He's not going to just
That's
turn up.
assuming that they're there.
He's that you heard the guy. Look, we're walking. I'm walking towards in that direction.
We'll walk towards there.
Yeah,
You could use your press credentials to, like, call police brutality. You can
Oh, we
call
weren't
it,
supposed to be bringing
Yeah.
attention to ourselves.
detention without cause. There's a whole bunch of fancy words you could throw at him to confuse him.
Yeah.
If we go there now and we try and stop them, they're going to say to us, "You're getting in the way of justice." This, that, and the other. We're just gonna antagonize them.
I don't mind
if you
getting
were-
out after, but it's what the sheriff's going to do to them once he arrests them anyway. He's gonna
one of my primary skills.
Okay.
So is that where you're going? To the
Yeah, I think
Chambon.
Alfie's going to head that way. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll join Alfie.
And what about everybody else?
If they
I'm being kind and compassionate, and I'm going to go and save the kids.
Such enthusiasm saying those words.
Leave him to it. Leave him to it. Leave him to it.
Out in the church, like they're guilty, and we tried our best to stop them. It isn't guilty to save them from themselves, but that's what you want to do. As always, I'm with you.
Okay, so can we have a group look roll, please?
Oh no, because
That's
I'm
you again.
me again.
Jamie.
Yes.
Jamie and a magic talk.
Let's see if you how quickly see if you manage to intercept the sheriff.
No, we don't. No.
Oh, rather deputy.
Yeah.
So
Last
you
time we did that,
arrive.
a
We have
church
left
burned down.
Jamie behind and gone on without him. Yeah, because she's clearly not that compassionate.
So by the time you reach the Schalmbaums, the blacksmiths, the deputy is just bundling him into the back of the police car.
How do you do this? Are we going to cosh him or?
I mean, that's probably pretty extreme, right?
Yeah, no.
Without even thinking about it, I suppose. Out comes the notebook and pen again. It's mightier than the sword. And position myself in front of the car, and I'll just be shouting, "Deputy, deputy, deputy! Can I make a statement?"
Give us fast talk.
Oh, you sod.
Oh,
I can.
Right, so he stops, so he pauses. It's just opening the door to get in the car.
Is this man under suspicion of burning down the church?
Says that's none of our business, police business. You get.
It's called the freedom of the press, I'm afraid, deputy. Do you have anything to say? Are you arresting this man? Is he under suspicion? Do you suspect that he burned down the church?
I'm acting on sheriff's orders. That's what I'm doing.
What's your name, sir?
Deputy Daniels.
Deputy Daniels. Okay.
Oh, I almost said Deputy Dog.
A deputy. Mushki. I'm writing his name down, and I'm making sure I'm really exaggerated as I'm doing it as well, so he can see that I'm writing his
Hey,
name.
what you doing? What are you doing there?
It's for the story.
What story?
The story. You're arresting this man on suspicion of burning down the church.
I ain't saying arresting him. The sheriff sent me to pick him up.
But why would he do that?
I guess he thinks he's involved with the.
He thinks he's involved.
I guess.
The deputy suspects that Mr. Daniels is involved in burning down the church. Anything else?
Give us a stealth roll, Vinny.
I did it. I spent 6 luck.
This is not time to take his wallet.
No, I did it already. I spent 6 luck. That's what.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I thought the keys to the car, not the wallet.
I'm slashing his tire.
Yeah, deputy drives off. Vinny's there, big grin, holding up the guy's wallet.
I don't know what my plan is here, but I'm stalling for time.
No, I like it.
Alfie's got a plan, so I'm helping stall for time. I've stuck out inside of the car, I've the switchblade out, pop his tire. I don't imagine it pops like a high pressure modern tire.
No,
Yeah.
just no. It wouldn't.
Yeah, so at this point, I'm kind of moving around the side of the car to the window. I'm looking in. Do you care to make a statement, sir? Did you burn down the church?
Love it, Alfie. Love it.
It's like Bill says. It's just fine. Wait, have you seen Susie? Have you seen Susie?
Susie?
And the deputy gets in the car now and says, look, I'm taking this man down to the sheriff's office. You want got a problem with that? You speak to the sheriff.
How about I ask you about police brutality?
There ain't been on that yet.
Are you sure?
Yet.
And he gets in, starts up, and the car sort of it quickly becomes obvious that there's a flat tire. So the deputy gets out again, walks around. Shit.
Well, that is damn bad luck.
Let's see if he's gonna realise something's gone wrong. So gonna be thing.
But you rolling, dodgy.
Oh,
What's that sound?
rice. That was. I'll show you.
No.
So it was the what using Sheriff Benson's, but I made him make it. He He hasn't got as good spotting, so it was a hard success for him.
Okay.
It's made it though.
Yes. Son bitch! What are you doing? Which one of you fools did this? She says, "Oh well, fuck it." He's still getting it, and he just gets back in. He just gets back in the car and drives off anyway.
Oh.
That wheel will fall off in about 2 minutes then if he does.
That's just gonna be a very bumpy ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not fast enough to fuck it up, is it?
No, so he just drives
I think they were
slowly.
quite thin tyres then as well, weren't they? They're weird.
Like a bike tire these days.
But yeah, so yeah, he drives off.
And when he's out of
like-
sight, well,
Bill,
sorry, Bill's.
find Susie.
We will.
Oh,
And
I
you
would-
can hear that. You hear a woman say, "Bill, what's going on? Bill,
I wouldn't. Is that his
Oh,
wife?
this is the wife.
we're
This is the
taking
woman.
our Bill, deputy."
This is Skin Woman, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where is she? Is she just on the side shouting?
What is she-
No, she stood. So looking round, so there's there's a big sort of barn that you've seen before with the blacksmith's workshop out front, and then to one side is the house, and there's kind of like a veranda, an upstairs veranda that comes out over the front of the house.
Yeah.
And you look over towards to where this voice is coming from, and you see this woman completely naked.
Oh,
But her skin is just like hanging off, is sagging and hanging off these huge sort of pieces of like white, almost like translucent, big like sheaves of skin just hanging off her.
It's the last it's kind Rad, they shoot it.
Yeah. Are we rolling sanity here?
You are indeed, yeah. It's only a minor one because she's but yeah, she looks absolutely horrendous.
Oh no.
So if you pass, you lose nothing.
That's close.
If you fail, you lose one.
Okay.
oh, for flipping
Karina! Karina's gonna have a bout of madness.
How
Yeah, how
often do you
lose your
actually
sanity?
think I can't pass sanity? I'm just not.
How many do I lose?
One.
Just one. My target
Just one.
is 20, it's not.
So let me see. So that'll be a bout of madness. Real time bout of madness. I think Karina, we know what what you're going to be about, perhaps. Maybe
Step away.
maybe this is a trigger that motivates you to throw your plan into action.
Yeah. Okay.
So we did reset points.
Oh wow. Okay. So, Jamie, you are overcome with
Who, me?
yes.
Oh,
You
right.
gloat. You're compelled to boast and gloat or exclaim.
Wait, Jamie or me? Wait, what?
Jamie, yeah. So boast. So to boast and gloat and explain your plans for the next so many rounds.
Oh.
So yeah, you just like blurt out anything and everything.
Okay, so I'll be like,
I'm
I
going to do that while I
told
deputy
you
here.
they were serpent people,
I try and grab her and put my hand over her mouth.
and look, that's the skin, and that's the same
Shut up,
skin that we
woman.
saw when we were over in Bolivia or wherever we were.
I'm rolling brawl. Where is it?
I'm
And I
gonna
And I
take
bet you
my-
if you go and look, Susie's in the barn because that's where she was with her.
headlock.
Where?
You are headlock. You are silenced.
I believe she's entitled to a dodge roll.
She is entitled to a dodge
She
roll.
is entitled to a dodge roll, yeah.
He's going mad.
I'm entitled to a dodge roll, but I'm also nimble.
Oh, you are. So you get a bonus
Hey.
dice.
Nice.
You get a bonus dice.
So, which one's dodge?
You want to
Dodge. Oh, yeah. Dodge.
As in, get out of.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yes. so it slips out of your grasp and continues to like spout.
Susie! I bet Susie's in the barn because that's where she was hiding yesterday.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Can I, while this is happening, run up to the lady with like my jacket and to like pretend I'm covering her?
She's up. She's on the first floor veranda.
There's no one here, is there?
No, there's nobody but you. What's Karina doing?
I think at this point you'll just I'm just gonna be stood there, a little bit lost in thought, not even noticing what Jamie is saying right now and what's happening. Just very deep in thought right now.
Okay.
And yeah, I think that's how I'm gonna start. I think.
Okay.
It's a good job we're going in the desert tomorrow to follow him and find out what's happening.
And Jamie, you suddenly come to your senses and realise what you're like. Oh.
Yeah.
I tried to shut her up, sorry.
Yeah. Can I make my way, rush up towards the barn, see if Susie and Gregory are there?
You cush, can you?
Yeah. That is what I will do.
What's Karina's bout of madness? What happens with that?
He's not telling you. It's happening right in front of you.
Oh right, okay. I didn't know there was something in the.
I'm just stood here lost in thought, like literally just stood still.
Oh,
Not even.
Okay.
Planning all our murders.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure she's not holding any knives.
I'm looking at it, see what
You'll
she's
never
like,
find
in
it.
her hands, like.
So Pearl's like, where are they taking my bell? Where's the deputy taking my bell?
I believe to the sheriff's police station, sheriff's outlet.
He's been arrested.
I believe the sheriff wanted to question him about something.
I told him we're going to come over and having these private church meetings here. Come against the reverend.
The evil reverend has got the sheriff in his pocket. Your husband's been arrested for a crime he's not committed.
So, meanwhile, Alfie.
Yeah.
There's nobody in the barn.
Okay. Shit, that means they're down by the creek. So I just come out of the barn and I just shout, "They're not here!"
Well, that map. Were there any X's near the creek?
No.
Were there any crosses near the creek?
No.
Was the creek depicted on the map?
Yes, it would have been, yeah.
Any landmarks, caves, markings, like stuff where it could be good?
No. So there's a creek. One of the roads passes there's a bridge over the creek at one point where the road goes over it.
Is the creek named Shits?
Quite possible.
Yeah, we're going up it without a paddle, are we?
So Ian, what are you doing, guys?
Wait for tomorrow.
What's
Keep
Jamie
an eye on
doing
Karina,
first?
actually, yeah.
Jamie, what is Jamie doing?
I'm going to run in the house.
You're going in the house? Okay. What's Adel doing?
I'll follow Jamie just to make sure she's sane.
Okay. What's Alfie doing?
I want to make my way towards the sheriff's office, I think.
Okay.
So I'll take off towards that, and I just shout back, "I'll catch up with you later," or something.
Okay. And what about Vinny?
Following Alfie.
You're following Alfie. Okay. So, Jamie and Randy head into the house. Alfie and Vinny head towards the sheriff's office, leaving Karina lost in thought outside.
I'm sure nothing could possibly go wrong.
See, now I wanted to know what Jamie was doing. But now that everybody's kind of gone off in their own direction, I might be off on a little wander. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go off on a little wander.
Okay. Very well.
Because it's one of them. If they're leaving me lost in thought, they're going to the sheriff's. So if they've gone in the house,
Yeah, so maybe when you come out of your reverie, you're like you come back to your senses. They've already gone. You have no idea. They're just. Oop.
Yeah.
So you set off to your chosen destination then, yes?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Right. So Randall, Jamie, you march into the house.
Yeah.
Pretty standard, American Midwest house. Quite well, sort of appointed inside.
Went up the stairs.
You run upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay, so you run, well, not literally, but you meet Mrs. Schalbaum on the landing upstairs. She's still stood there with nothing on. Like then there's just like just what looks like two or three layers of skin are just peeling, just huge pieces of it just sloughing off. On her face, it's like her hair's coming out with it.
On the plus side, in a couple of days, she's going to look great.
And as she speaks, she can like all the like these loose flaps of skin, just like.
I keep thinking of, did anyone watch Cabinet of Curiosities, the one with the skin cream? I keep thinking of that.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that?
Yes.
Thinking of her every time.
Oh dear.
I think I want to shout out to her while I'm running up with Jamie. Are you a worshipper of Yig? But I'm going to say it like menacingly, like I don't like worshippers of Yig.
Is this to intimidate her in some way?
No, it's to test a reaction.
Right,
And
okay,
to give her information about me.
I think you will make it. I think I will ask for just give us an intimidation roll though.
Sure.
Just to see how she reacts.
Okay, fair enough.
Not to necessarily to force her to do something, but just to see how seriously she takes your tone.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. So she kind of cowered. She says, "Well, I don't know what you're talking about. What are you doing in my house? I don't know. No, I'm part of the Reverend's congregation. I was until Bill stopped us from attending."
Clearly, you are not as you appear to be. Shed thyself of thy skin and show us as you really are.
Right, she kind of looks a little bit scared, looking back and forth between them. She says,
Jamie, go for the cheeks.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
I mean, it's coming off regardless. I mean,
Yeah,
So
this is a
you-
watershed moment for Randy.
so you, Jamie, you reach out. She kind of like flinches away a bit, but you reach out and grab a cheek, and you just tear away this huge piece of skin, of dead skin.
Yummy.
This huge piece, just all the side of her face, down her neck, and part of her chest, just comes away in your hand. This thick, dry, dead sheet of skin. And she gives a bit of she winces and gives a bit of a scream as you do it. Obviously, it was somewhat painful.
Nicely
done. Yeah.
What does she look like behind?
So underneath, the skin is quite red. It looks perhaps a little tender, but it looks like looks like the skin of a 20-year-old.
Oh.
Just totally. Just perfect skin.
I thought something completely
almost
different.
glowing.
I'm going to search her bedroom to find that cream.
Wow.
Madam, how do you explain this if you are not one of the serpent folk?
Get out of my house! Get out of my house!
Shoot it, Randy.
Your house. This is insane. You're mottling.
Get out of my house!
You look. We're your only chance here. Come clean with us. We're gonna bust this thing wide open. You're gonna see. We're gonna clean this town of that stupid reverend and his snake people, which you seem to be a part of. But we know there are two sides.
I don't know who you're talking about. Snake. The reverend, I had bad skin going because the reverend. What do you do? Like, just get out of the house.
That's not bad skin. That's dead skin. What are you talking about, woman? There's no such condition. Medically, there is no reason this should be happening to you, unless you are not human anymore. Come clean. Tell us what happened. We can help you. We have people in New York.
She kind of just like backs into a corner, just cowering in the corner, slide down low. I just like, please, just leave me alone. I ain't doing anything to you. I ain't doing anything to you folks, please.
I'm going to search the room for eggs.
Okay, give us a spot hidden roll then.
Is Jamie hungry?
I mean, maybe.
Whoa!
Yeah.
I bet they've been done as well.
I mean, if there were none there,
That's what you call
anyway.
evidence.
Yeah.
There is nothing unusual in this bedroom. Nothing at all.
Except for the woman shedding her skin.
Yeah.
That's totally normal, eh?
Yeah. So, but yeah, there's no eggs. There's no other than the state that Pearl Chambon is in. There's nothing untowards here.
Should not pile
Pearl, what did the reverends do to you?
No, because she's still in the process of it. There is now, because Jamie's got it in her hand, trying to tear it off her face.
What did the reverend do to you? Were you bitten by those snakes?
It's nothing. She's got really bad sunburn.
So I think she's like sobbing. I told you, I had a bad skin condition. The Reverend healed me. The Reverend healed me. Healed me every month. I shed my skin and I'm born anew. Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
You get a bit. We're losing you a bit when you get a bit close to your mic there.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Yeah,
I'm getting excited.
I know.
But you sound like a perfectly reasonable sobbing woman.
Oh, good.
I think it's the game needs to go down
At least
a bit.
every man in the world.
She's clearly in a bit of a state, in a panic now.
Yeah. She's in her vulnerable time.
I don't know why. I think she's being dramatic.
What?
Do strange people break into a house and accuse her of being a snake?
Well, she's shedding her skin.
Exactly, you're right.
Well, it's kind of a serpent.
Randy's interrogating her like, why are you a snake? Tell me.
Now I should be asking, why are you not a snake? So the Reverend healed you, and you now secretly hold church meetings against him?
No. I'm still faithful to the Reverend. It's my boy. He disapproves. He does. He believes he thinks the Reverend's a bad man. But that's not true. The Reverend saved me. He helped me.
This is not the answer to psoriasis.
I don't know what that is, sir.
I mean, it's an answer.
Please, just leave me be. Just leave my house. I'll say nothing. I won't tell him. I won't tell the sheriff.
What did the Reverend do to you?
I told you he healed me.
How?
He laid his hands on me and he healed me.
Did he
Are
put
you
any
ready to
cream
testify?
on you?
I know where it is.
She says, I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want. She just like curls up and starts crying, just
Bless her.
sobbing.
I'm going to cover her with, we're in her bedroom. I'll take the blanket and I'll just cover her with the blanket.
Oh, no, nice.
That's the
Like
gentleman.
good cop, bad cop in one ball, you are.
I'm a softie in the end. I can't keep up the act for too long.
Karina, I guess since we so at this point you might be making maybe a stealth roll or something.
Yeah.
What a shit.
Do I smell fire coming down?
Oh, look at that! Excellent. So yeah, you quickly retrieve your target.
What? Prison pocket?
And where are you heading from there?
I'll head back, trying to find the others.
Okay.
Head back to where they were.
Well, back to Sean Bones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bomb.
Sean Bones.
Jumbo.
So Vinny,
Yes.
Alfie, you eventually get to the sheriff's office.
What's the plan now? I catch up.
The sheriff's car's parked up out front.
Yeah, I don't know what the plan is. I'm just assuming that he might be less likely to beat the shit out of this guy if there are people to witness it.
Yeah. If that's your plan, I'm with you.
I look at it, Vinny's bruised and battered face. Yeah.
He's not
Are you sure you should be here?
No, absolutely not. I just followed you, man. I just was hoping to help, and then you.
I mean, it's okay. That's okay. I mean, we won't be able to use it. And stand there, take a deep breath, straight on my shoulders, and I just walk straight into the office, the sheriff's office.
Okay. So as you walk in, the deputy is just walking back into the front office through a rear door. And as he sees, what the hell are you doing here? What do you want now?
I just want to see justice being done. That's what's happening, right?
So, well, the Bill's locked up now. You got no business in here.
What have you locked him up for?
I told you, the sheriff on the sheriff's orders. That's none of your business.
No, he suspects. I pull out my notebook again. He suspects that Mr. Schoenbaum is responsible for burning down the church.
I guess so. I don't know. The sheriff. I told you, the sheriff just told me to bring him in, and that's what I done.
Where's the sheriff now?
He's out searching for anyone else who might be involved in burning the church down and endangering the Reverend's life.
You're okay? Is it alright if I sit down here and wait for him?
No, he's not.
I sit down.
Sit down anyway.
This is a public building, is it not?
Gives a fast up.
Remind him that he's a civil servant and he works for you.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, maybe not.
What do you want to do?
Ooh.
I'm looking at my
I'm going to change tack, I think. I'm going to change tack.
Uh-huh.
Deputy Daniels, I mean, you seem like a reasonable guy. You're on I can imagine you're the kind of person that is on a fast track to becoming the sheriff yourself one day, I imagine. I've heard a lot of people in town saying really, really, really positive things about you.
Go on then, push it then. I presume that was a push.
It's a push, but I'm using charm this time instead of.
Oh.
Nice.
Go on then.
Only if it's allowed. Only if it's allowed. I'm not. I mean, if you think it's not,
I will allow it, but with a penalty dice.
Oh,
Because you've kind of rubbed this guy up the wrong way a bit.
yeah. So that evens it out then, because I've got my insane talent, which not my insane talent, my talent, haven't I? For
Yes, you have.
yeah.
But I think that's fair. Oh!
Nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, here's this.
I'm not intending to write anything bad about you.
Is that right now? The sheriff, he don't appreciate how much I do around here.
That's right. And other people have said the same thing. Tell me about this sheriff. How long has he been here?
Oh, he's been here. He's been in the job since he was a deputy.
Sure. He's quite friendly with the Reverend, right? Do you think maybe there's a conflict of interest here?
A conflict of what?
A conflict of interest, he's friends with the Reverend, isn't he?
He looks out for the Reverend. The Reverend's a good man.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the Reverend clearly is a good man, but
The sheriff's a good man. He was the first to go out on the pilgrimage with Reverend Cornfield.
was he now? Have you been out on the pilgrimage yourself, Deputy?
No, I'm afraid my faith is lacking.
Oh, have you taken the test?
My fear is too. My faith is not strong enough.
You know what?
I fear too great.
It takes a strong man. It takes a strong man to realize that. You should be proud of yourself.
Why? Thank you. Why? Thank you.
Smarts will be alive longer than bravery will.
Exactly. Yeah. Is Vinny in there with me?
I guess so. Yeah. Why not? Probably followed you in now. Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the whole time you're buttering them up, I'm standing there going, yeah. Saying all those nice things.
Yeah.
Helping.
Tell me, have you seen the sheriff assault anybody? I'm only asking.
So I haven't. Whatever I might have seen, whatever the sheriff has done is he's a good man. He's upholding the law. I believe his actions are justified.
Do you think he's going to hurt Bill?
No, that depends on what if Bill's guilty or not.
But your sheriff's not a judge or an executioner.
We have our own. We take care of our own justice out here.
And
I thought this was the United States of America and we had a law across the whole country by now in 1930, whatever we're in. Mr. Deputy.
Well, you think what you like, sir.
Let me roll a dice. I do know what the law is.
yeah, I don't think he gives a shit. I think that's the point.
Yeah. So that's quite.
Confident to say it though, at least.
Yeah.
Hey,
I saw Vinny roll, and I was going to say, no, you already took his wallet the last time, but I see it's a law roll instead.
He's bought a new one by now.
do you think I might be able to speak to Bill? I mean, we don't have to go into the cell. We can talk through the bars or something. Do you think that would be allowed? I mean, I'm pushing it. I know that.
You rolled a 0-2.
I did, but
Give us a fast talk or a persuade then. Or charm. I'll get any of them will do, actually, I think, at this point.
I mean, I'm going to default to charm, aren't I?
Yeah.
Now that I've got him on side, do I get my bonus die?
You can have your bonus dice back, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Says, well, I don't see no harm in that at the moment, but just for 2 minutes, mind.
Oh, sure. Yeah, it'll be our little secret.
So he shows you through the back door where there's just a short corridor with 2 cells, one cell either side. And he kind of stands there in the doorway for a moment and then looks back round at Vinny and goes back into the front office. But he leaves the door open.
Yeah. You must be Bill Schoenbaum.
So yeah, we met. Didn't we speak?
Of course we did speak. Of course. Why am I saying that? We've already met.
So look, Mr. Monroe, you need to find Susie. I think she might have done something stupid.
You think she might have had something to do with the fire?
So he doesn't say anything, but you can see.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'm looking back towards to make sure the deputy's not listening.
No, you don't think so.
Do you know where she'd be?
Says, no, sir, I do not. She'll be with that Gregory, no doubt. She thinks I don't know what she's getting up to.
Oh, he seems like a good kid.
That good kid is married, sir.
He is. Have you seen Ruth? Am I thinking, is it Ruth? No, Peggy. Have you seen Peggy lately?
No, I have not. Not since the Reverend. Not since their son was born.
You were right about the Reverend. There's something not right with what he's doing. This thing that he's done to your wife, that's nothing compared to what he's done to Peggy. So I think you should maybe be a little bit more sympathetic to Gregory.
Maybe so. But just because the Reverend's turned his back on his faith, that don't mean I have.
No, of course. Somebody saw Susie and Gregory heading down towards the creek. Do you know of anywhere they hide out down there? Or they might hide out down there?
Maybe under the bridge, because Susie used to play down the creek under the road bridge when she was smaller, when she was young.
Is it far?
It's not too far, no. Mister, you gotta find her. The sheriff, he's a mean man.
Yeah, we know. Okay.
He's liable, if he's looking for justice, whoever did this, whoever burned the church down, is liable to find it at the end of a rope.
Okay.
And if that's my Susie, you need to find her. You need to get her out of here.
Yeah. Okay. So, assuming that we do manage to find her, where can we take her? Where can we send her that she's going to be safe? Do you have anywhere or know anywhere? Or is it just a case of putting her on a train and getting her out of town?
Send her to New York.
Yeah, I have a sister up in Oklahoma City. You can send her there. She know Susie'd know where to go.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll do what we can. What about you? The sheriff. I mean, he's not one for asking too many questions.
Yeah, I'll talk to the sheriff. I'm sure I can make him see reason. But my daughter's out there, Mr. Monroe. My daughter's out there. You get out there. You find her.
I just nod at him.
And the deputy appears at this point and says, "Well, I think that's more than enough time now."
No, you're absolutely right. Thank you very much. And as I'm walking out, I'll just look at the deputy. I'll just say, "You got the wrong guy," and walk out.
Okay.
Nice.
Follow off here.
Right. Okay, I'm looking for an out here.
Yeah. I mean, is whatever Karina's doing, is that anything that might be considered quite dramatic and climatic?
Possibly.
Climactic, not climatic. That's weird. That's a completely different thing. No weather related.
So you were all sort of you were all attempting to reconvene, I think, weren't you? Sort of all meeting back up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, through the wonders of a minor contrivance, shall we say that you all managed to meet back up again?
Okay.
Probably, I guess near the near Schaumbaum's place.
Yeah. Apologies to anybody who was actually named Schoenbaum. Yeah. You have a splendid name.
You bunch of prick.
Yeah, how dare you make your name so hard to pronounce for Phil?
So Jamie and Randy, they maybe emerging from the Schaubaum house, when you turn up, and at the same time as you arrive, Karina comes. She comes walking down the street as well. Oh yeah. Walking down Brown Avenue towards the Schaubaum place. And
Kaboom.
I don't know. Do is well. I'll leave it with you. I'll leave it with you, Karina.
Karina, it's good to see you again. Where were you out and about? Have you seen Alfie?
No.
And Vincent?
You guys just kind of seem to vanish. Like, they all just went. I don't know where the other guys are.
And it's by magic. They so they turn up
here.
Oh, look, they were coming from the sheriff's offices. There we are. All right.
They come walking up Liberty.
Yeah.
Ironically.
Oh yeah.
Very nice. So what's our next move?
We gotta find Peggy and Gregory.
Well, I think the sheriff and his posse are going to do that for us.
We don't want the sheriff to find them because
But the
he's
sheriff has
liable to.
dogs.
I think it's more he's got ropes and there are trees nearby.
Ah, and bushes. Gotcha. And rocks.
This is a very
All right,
careless
let's
man,
go
you're
find
doing
them.
it.
So by the creek, I mean, it's been a while. It's getting pretty dark.
There's a bridge. I mean, I guess Bill wouldn't have been able to tell me exactly where it was, right? But
No.
we know there's a bridge out by the creek, and they may be hiding under the bridge.
No, that's crazy. I hear the waters are troubled there.
For God's sake.
Not this bridge.
Oh, good.
This is a bridge to your heart, mate.
Okay.
So yeah, we're. God, that was lame. That was really lame.
Sorry.
No, yours was fine. It was mine. It was
okay.
mine.
You just
No,
took it
don't
too
be down on
far.
yourself. It was
Back on
good.
it. Yeah. Well, no, yeah.
Would they
Yeah.
be able to find them with the? I mean, they've been searching for a while now. Do you think would they have found them by now?
I mean, probably.
Maybe the bridge is too far.
Oh! Dear me. So yeah, are you heading towards? Are you heading that direction?
Good. That was good.
So back towards the church, I guess.
Well,
If you're heading that
towards
way?
Yeah,
I guess
bit
so.
back
Yeah.
Well, that's where the path down to the creek runs from. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm going to give you an out here. Might take a while. Because understandably, Karina might want to keep things close to her chest, possibly literally. Right. So, as you head that way, you can hear the sound of bells, not church bells, like hand ringing bells, like what you'd hear maybe from a school.
Oh, okay.
And as you turn down the street where the church stood, you can see chairs have been set up in the street.
Oh shit.
And a makeshift lectern set up in front of the chairs, and people are taking
You went
seats.
dark.
I did.
I went there.
Yeah.
yeah.
And-
He's doing the preach outside.
And the reverend, as people gather and take a seat, there's probably a good 100 people or more. Like take seats and standing round. And as the reverend walks up to this makeshift lectern, people like stand up and cheer and clap, and then he kind of raise his hands and for people to be quiet. My friends, it is so wonderful to see you all. Now I know some of you are pretty surprised to see me here. I guess the great Lord ain't done with me yet. And everybody, Now, I know there are a lot of farmers here among us, ain't that right? And there's scattered yeas and amens from the crowd. And I was thinking about farming just earlier, while I was out pondering recent events. You know how sometimes when you go to scatter the seeds, some of them fall in your path? And some fall on rocky ground, and some fall in the thorns. But some fall in the good earth, yes? And they're like, amen. Well, friends, we're a lot like that. We're all seeds, and some of us are the tiniest little old mustard seeds you ever did see, and some of us are whopping big acorns. Now, when them seeds fall, those ones what fall in the path, well, they're lost. They never do grow, and are ground beneath our feet and plows. Now that's sad, folks, for those seeds never had a chance. Those seeds that fall in the good earth, they grow. But they grow easy. Too easy, friends. Because loving the Lord is hard. They're the lazy seeds who just coast along, doing nothing to prosper. But those other seeds, friends, the ones that fall in the rocks and the thorns, now those are the seeds that are so precious to the Father. The big seeds don't hit the earth, but they're because they're fat and full of themselves. They got close, but it was too much for them, and they didn't make it. Get all caught up in the thorns and stones. But those little mustard seeds, those tiny little ones, those ones get in all the cracks in the stones and the gaps between the thorns, and they grow. Loving the great Lord and seeing what he sees. Those little mustard seeds, my friends, they grow into great and mighty trees that the serpents of the earth can come and shelter under them. And that is the true worth of those tiny little seeds. It's hard, friends, and you gotta try hard and keep the faith. But when a little seed like that takes root in the stony soil, and you know the Lord's love is with him. Now, I know some of you heard me just talking to the sheriff just a moment ago about the wheat and the chaff. And some of you wanted to ask me about it. Well, I'll tell you. In Matthew, he says that the Lord will gather his wheat into the garner, but he will lay low the chaff with the venoms and poisons of the earth. So that's right, folks. We need to find our mustard seeds and need to ask those fat old acorns to head on out. This town must be a godly town, dedicated to the glory and worship of the Father of Serpents, the great Lord of heaven. We cannot have them among us who would cast us down. No, sir! We cannot have them among us who would salt our soil, who would foul our wells, who would defile our temple. So, friends, like Adam and Eve in the very earliest of days, my friends, our eyes will be opened by the serpents. Just as Moses was lifted up by the serpent in the wilderness, so shall we too be lifted up. We shall take up serpents, and through them we shall winnow, my friends, and find those of us of the indomitable race. We shall reject that spirit who says he is Lord, but he is not. And now I'd like to say a bit from 1 Corinthians chapter 15. As in the scaly, such are they also that are scaly, and is the heavenly, such are they also that are heavenly. And as we have borne the image of tooth and scale, we shall also bear the image of shimmering heaven. Now this I say, brethren, that unscaly flesh cannot inherit the kingdom of God, neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. In a moment, in a twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised indomitable, and we shall be changed. So, when this corruption shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, Death is swallowed up in victory. O death, where is thy bite? O grave, where is thy victory? The poison of death is sin, and the venom of truth is the law. But thanks be to God, which giveth us the victory through our great Lord. Therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, of tooth and scale, for as much as we know that your labor is not in vain. Amen. Amen. Amen.
Amen. Sowing the seeds of love. The seeds of love. Sowing the seeds of love.
It's not been written yet, Vinny. Randall.
Maybe he wrote it.
Just wrote it now.
Sheriff! if you bring them forward, and we shall
yeah.
test the thief of the dissenters.
Shit.
And dragged out to the front of the crowd is Susie
Oh
Bauholm.
no.
No.
Oh. Fuck.
Oh, don't anger the Germans. Don't anger the Germans.
And Gerald. Is it Gerald?
Gregory.
Gregory! Damn it! And Gregory. And brought before them is a crate.
Oh,
I thought they burned. Oh.
it's a desert. There's loads more snakes out there.
God.
And there we go. We'll leave it there.
Whoa!